We are live. We are live for this Watchalong. Geelong versus Sydney at Cardinia Park. My name is Coach Lucas. Good to have your company here. Everybody knows about a video going around with the TJP, the jumper punch. I've been associated with the jumper punch. I've been on their shows a few times, and I've had people from there come on my show, like Bocek, Scott. Not that Scott was involved in this, but I think we can acknowledge what Rocco said was wrong. Stupid comment, and he should have known when he said it the backlash that he got. And again, if people want to call them morons, idiots, dickheads, whatnot, that's fine. But to try and use their names into the dirt, try to find out where they work, receive death threats, receive threats knowing we know where you work, we're going to try and ruin your life, that is completely unacceptable and far too far. They have suffered enough. They're not playing victims here. The jumper punch are not victims, but then really no one else is a victim. They didn't kill anybody. They didn't stab anybody. They didn't have machetes riding through the streets of Melbourne. They said something that was wrong. We all make mistakes, and the media and backlash through this has been shocking. I get it. I get what they said is wrong, but to, as I said, try to use their name and try to find out where they live, find out where they work, is unacceptable. Two rights do not make a wrong. Sorry, two wrongs don't make a right, as they say. They are suffering. They're hurting badly. They've cancelled numerous shows. You want to call them names, fine, but to try and ruin their lives is unacceptable. I won't put up with that on this channel. So to Rocco and Bo. To Bo, I know he loves his Pepsi Max. That's one for you, Rocco. I don't have anything for you, mate. I'm sorry. Shout outs to them. They're more than welcome to be on my channel at any time. Anyone is welcome. You know, whether you're black, you're white, you're homosexual, whether you're into stuff. Everybody is welcome on my show, but I will not put up with acts of violence on this show. That is one thing where I draw the line, and trying to find out where they live, trying to find out where they work, and doing stuff with them. That's not how this show works. You can keep it on their show, but I think they've suffered enough when it comes to that. However, this is a watch-along. There'll be no mention of the TPG in this watch-along from now on. As I said, they're more than welcome to come on my show, but there'll be no mention of them on this channel today. And here we go. So Geelong versus Sydney. About to kick off. KO feed. We are a minute behind, and we understand that. So just sync it up. Just sync it up to my audio. Put the phone down. I think we're going to be in for a hell of a day today. Geelong versus Sydney. The first bout's about to begin. There's a bit of a delay. Come on, umpire. Bout. Throw it up. Ain't that hard. There we go. Underway. Straight away, Heaney over Mullins. Kicks it down forward. Good work, Humphrey B-Bag. Good handball to O'Connor. O'Connor to Dempsey. Centre wing. Good start. It's a little bit wrong there. Heaney got that. Just went past Mullins like he was nothing. So Mullins is tagging Heaney. So centre wing down forward. Good mark there by Edwards. Oh, Neil got in his way. Was it Cameron? Can't see the face. One of the big forwards got in his way. Shannon Neal got in his way. And it is out of bounds on the fall, or lasso, take your pick. Sydney with Blakey goes all the way to full back. Switch kick here is on. Oh, they're out here, Sydney. They've got about 5 players in a one line centre wing. There's Heaney. Mullins nowhere to be seen. Inside, almost inside forward 50 there. Ball on the ground. This is where Sydney are really good when the ball gets to the ground. Papley dives a million times forward. Wanker and ball up just outside the 50, probably 60 metres from Sydney's goal. So Grundy and Little Edwards, well not Little, he's a big man, and Edwards gives away a free kick to Grundy. That's what we're worried about. That's what we are worried about. So Grundy 60 out. Now see, Heaney's gone forward. This is where you don't want Mullins, and he kicks it forward. And a mark has been paid. Who is that? Is that? I don't know who that is, to be fair. But there's a mark inside 50. I'm not sure who that is, so apologies up front. So tough kick here. Going to bend it from the pocket. Bend it like Beckham. Gee, I tell you what, that is a hell of a finish. That is a hell of a finish. I don't know who that is. I might have to look that up. Is it? It's not Matt Rosa. They're all going up to him. It could be the first gamer. Could be the first gamer, but as a start by Sydney. Who the? Well, the AFL is not telling me on the app, so I don't know who that is, so we have to wait till the commercial break. We will give him an apology for not knowing his name. So apologies to... Nobody knows who his name is. It didn't even come up on the graphics. No one knows his name. So Sydney, Warner out of the midfield. Warner goes inside forward 50, straight to Charlie Curnow, who drops a sitter. Warner back at it. Warner kicks it back inside 50. And there he is again. Don't know his name. But good work by Humphrey B-Ben interceptor. He's holding the ball by... Oh, that looks gone to me. And he's holding the ball well. This is a hot start by Sydney. A real hot start. And Robe Bottom misses from point blank range. Can you believe that? We'll try to find out who that Sydney player is. No one knows. The AFL app is down. What a surprise. And, oh, he passes it. Well, Blakey's marked it. Well, I thought it went out of bounds. Blakey's marked it. Well, this is an early win for Sydney here. So Tom Stewart's kicked it to Blakey straight away. What's Tom Stewart doing? Well, it did go for a point, and then Tom Stewart has kicked it straight to Nick Blakey. Fucking hell, Tom Stewart. So Nick Blakey, 40 out, slight angle. In fact, he chips it, well, what is that, by Blake? And all by himself, that is lazy defence there by Geelong, and I think that's McInerney who marks it 40 out directly in front. That is lazy defence by Geelong. Oh, go the other way. So, directly in front here. Is it the post? Wow, some blown chances here by Sydney. 1-2-8. Fuck off. So Tom Stewart, much better kick. Just kicks it down the centre wing. And a ball up. A ball up. Right on the go foundation. Right on it. Centre wing. Good work by Bailey Smith to Holmes. To Humphrey B-Bed. Humphrey B-Bed, little kick. Good kick to Dempsey. It's good running by Geelong. Mullins inside forward 50. Not a good kick by Mullins. Well, it's almost like the defender, the opposition of Neil says, you know what, I'm going to lay off Neil and Mullins is going to kick it straight to my throat. And Mullins did that. And we have finally found out who the goal kicker is for Sydney. It was Caden Cleary. Caden Cleary, there we go. Finally, it took 6 minutes for them to put it on the AFL app. So Caden Cleary got Sydney's first goal. Apologies to him. So centre wing here. Grundy, well done, Max Holmes. Pressured by Warner. No, not a good kick by Max Holmes. And that's going to be a lasso. No, it won't be a lasso because it was contested, so fair enough. So it's a good start by Sydney. They haven't put it on the board. So 80 out from Geelong's goal. Grundy with the tap to Mena. Mena inside forward 50. And Martin's taken a mark, but he's given away a free kick. He's pushed his opponent. That's clear as day there. Aggressive kick by Sydney in the corridor. Not worked out. Picked up by Humphrey B. Bear. Matt Rose is in there. Henry's in there. Henry gets absolutely ragdolled. Papley's in there. He gets ragdolled. And it's a Henry kick. No, it's a free kick to Papley. No, it was not a free kick. Papley it was holding the ball against Papley, but the kick was terrible. And Sydney rebounds, and that kick's not much better either by Blakey. Holmes, Cameron, switch kick here. Myers, inside 50 here. Mullins, little chip kick. Neal, can't get it. Henry picks it up. Heaney. A bad handball. Oh, Matt Rose makes it okay. Oh, that's well done there. Warner. Oh, a little fumble by Warner, but he picks it up. Dribbles it off the deck. Oh, there's numbers here for Sydney. They're out here on the outside. So handball on. That's good defence by Geelong. Oh, and Holmes takes it out. That was good defence by. They wanted to switch that, Sydney, and Geelong were on top of it. They can't put it on the board yet. 0-0-0 to 1-2-8. Grundy and Edwards, huge size. They're the same difference, but you can see Grundy's more linear, bigger body. Mena gets absolutely ragdolled by Grundy. Atkins in there, and Heaney absolutely grabs a hold of him. Ball up. We've gone nowhere since that last one. Throwing up again. Grundy, Warner, Mena's there. Ball up. We've gone nowhere in 30 seconds. Throw up again. Edwards, well done. Oh, well done, Mena. Picks up the mid, kicks it inside forward 50. Oh, Jack Henry takes a brilliant mark inside 50. Oh, he's passed it on to Cameron, and Cameron's kicked the goal, has he? He has. Oh, why would you do that, Jack? You're 20 metres out directly in front. And Cameron gets the goal. Nice mark by Jack Henry. He read it so much better, but why did you pass it? Go back and kick the goal, son. You don't kick many there. And we go to 1-0-6 to 1-2-8. Are we having a look at this? Are we looking at this if it's touched? This makes me nervous when they look at it 100,000 fucking times. All clear. Grundy and Edwards goes on. Well done by Edwards. Bailey Smith's in there. Well done. Edwards kicks it long. Clearance to Edwards. That's good. That's what we want. Not a good kick though. Inside forward 50. All Sydney. They rebound with the handball link up here. Big kick along to almost inside 50. DeConey's had a fresh area. The numbers with Geelong. There's Edwards again. Oh, not a good kick, and that would be a lasso. So Sydney are going to go back inside 50 here. Dangerfield's on, starting on the bench. I'm assuming Sydney's going to go inside forward 50, which they do. Chunk of players there. Amati's down there. Oh, Papley, it's a free kick. And Mitch Edwards again gets a free kick. That's a win to Mitch Edwards. He started really well, Mitch Edwards. And O'Sullivan rebounds, attacking wing. Henry's got 3 to beat. Does well, Henry. Does really well. He beats 3 of them there. Gets the ball to ground, but numbers with Sydney. Blakey, this is not what we want. Here comes Sydney, link-up play. They go inside forward 50 again, and Marty takes the mark all by himself. That is not what we want. We do not want the Lizard running from out of halfback and hitting a target inside forward 50. We do not want that, and Marty is taking the mark. He's about 30 out, cute angle. He's near the pocket, but he'll kick a drop punt. So, yeah, Blakey got away with that one, and Marty just too quick there for O'Sullivan. So Marty comes in. Don't know what you're going to get with a Marty. You could do anything. This could be out on the full. It could hit the man in the mark. Could be a goal. Could hit the post. You never know. It looks a good kick, and it's a goal by Joe Amati, and they go to 2-2-14. So in the contest, Sydney. So what happened there to that goal? What happened there? So Henry, it was 3-on-1. Henry did well to bring it to ground, but Sydney numbers picked up in there. Blakey from the wing starts the handball chain. That's not what we want. We don't want that. Because if Blakey has about 30 touches, that's not going to be good for us. Not going to be good for us. Back in the middle, Marty's in the ruck against Edwards. Grundy's off for a spell. Edwards dominates. Holmes picks it up. Come on, Holmes. Oh, not a good kick. Fuck me. Close picks it up. Close gets absolutely ragdolled. Should have been holding the ball. Atkins inside forward 50. Oh, not a good kick. What's your kicking, guys? Fucking hell. And Blakey does the defensive work on Jack Martin. That's a mismatch right there. Kicking game's not there. Kicking game's just a bit off. Can't be off against this team. Can't be off. So Neil doing the rucking. Charlie, oh geez, Kerno's up playing defensive role there. Kolajasny picks it up. Kolajasny drops the ball. Myers in there. Sydney, the contested stuff, this is what I don't like. So they got out of that. The Lizard. And Sydney clear from half-back. This is not what we want. As soon as that ball gained the ground, they won that far too easy for me, but the kick isn't there to Pavley. Pavley makes it look all right. He picks it up centre winged on the Go Foundation sign. Kicks the ball inside 50. Dangerfield. Half-assed effort by Danger. Takes 3 to take him down. Good tackle there by the Sydney Swans row. I think that's side bottom, row bottom. Side bottom's playing the Pendlebury game. Dangerfield you just see, he could have attacked that. He could have grabbed it. Just puts a fist out. So Edwards gets the tap. Dangerfield in there again. Picks it up. Leaves it behind. Picks up the ball again. That's better by Dangerfield. Much better effort. Blitzards gets ragdolled by 2 Sydney players. 10 minutes to go. Halfway through the first quarter. Atkins in there. Humphrey B. Bet. Good work by Sydney. He's going nowhere. Humphrey B. Bet. Lawson Humphreys, if you're thinking why I'm saying Humphrey B. Bet. Humphrey B. Bet, Lawson Humphreys. Makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. So Holmes, ball on the ground. Sydney, pick it up. Contested work. Oh, gee, they did that really well, Sydney. Not a good kick, though. Both teams are struggling with their kicks. Humphrey B. Bet picks it up inside forward 50 we go. And Shannon Neal all by himself. Takes the mark outside 50, turns his back on the play, and then he goes back and says, oh, I'm going to kick it. This is directly in front. He couldn't be more fun if he tried here, Shannon Neal. So directly in front, 50 metres out. Pretty average from here. Shouldn't miss this, really. So here he comes, 50 out. Oh, and he does. Geez, that's a bad miss. It's a bad miss. He usually kicks those. 1-1-7. So Sydney, aggressive kick through. That's a very aggressive kick, but it comes off. They don't mind doing that, Sydney. They will do that. They're kicking. Neither team's kicking's been there. They're about 5% off for me. So Sydney, good mark. Very good contested mark there by Sydney. They're away here. Rosa, but it's a free kick to Geelong. Don't know what that was for. That looked like a good contested mark to me. And O'Sullivan gets it. Apparently for a hold, yet the Sydney play was inside, was in front, so I don't know where the hold was. But anyway, we'll take it. Jack Henry goes inside forward 50. Oh, not a good kick. Dangerfield does well to mark it. And he's marked it. Well done, Danger. 40 metres out. Danger plays on and kicks it to Ollie Henry. Wow, that is so risky. What are we doing here? So no one wants to kick a goal. So Dangerfield could have went back. That just shows me he doesn't have confidence kicking it from that distance anymore. And then Henry takes the mark. He's 30 metres out directly in front. I know Neil missed one straight in front. I don't think Henry's going to miss this one. I don't think we're going to miss two in a row here. He is 10-3 from here. Henry comes in. Henry, oh, look at that. The umpire doesn't even move. So two 1-13. To 2-2-14. That was a really strange decision by Dangerfield. Because Henry wasn't really exactly in space. The kick was a bit closer than probably Dangerfield thought. And Henry kicks the goal. So Heaney, Mullins all over Heaney, grabbing a shirt pulling there. That should be a free kick, surely. Not paid. You can't hold on to a play like that. Come on. So Geelong clear it. Sydney going to kick it back. Bailey Smith's in there. Bailey Smith half-ass kicked. Not the best by Bailey Smith. Danger's there. Well done, Danger. Just taps it along nicely. Myers, not a good kick inside 50. Dangerfield, terrible kick inside 50. Dangerfield. But it's going to go through a goal. No, it isn't. And Lloyd at the end takes it over the line. Geelong go to 2-2-14. So centre wing, ugly kick there by Dangerfield. Goodness me. 9 times out of 10, he'd put that through the middle. Grundy out of the ruck, kicks the ball forward. Well done, O'Sullivan. Edwards has been really good. Close. Oh, Close gets spoiled here. So here goes Sydney through the corridor. No one down there. Terrible kick. When he tried to kick it to McDonald and McDonald wasn't there, he handballs it to Humphrey. Humphrey picks it up and clears. That was a terrible kick by Sydney. Very strange because Myers has kicked it straight to the Sydney player, 50 metres out. He goes inside forward 50. Heaney. Mullins does some good work there by Mullins. Geez, you don't usually see Mullins do that. Oh, but Mullins has turned the ball over and Rosa has a shot on goal. He has missed everything from 30 metres out. Neither the team is on with their kicking. Dean Cox can't believe it. And Rosa kicked 6 2 weeks ago. Butchered that. So it was good defensive work on Heaney by Mullins, and Mullins coughs up the ball. Much better kick there by Tom Stewart to Bazza, to Dempsey. Neil playing a Lynch roll. Oh, terrible kick, Neil. What was that? Close makes it look all right. Oh, dropped in the end. Atkins falls over. Henry picks it up. It's 2-on-1 down here. Henry, that's greedy by Henry. And it touched by the Sydney player, Callum Mills. That's really greedy by Ollie Henry. He had a 2-on-2 there. Yeah, Chris Scott puts his hands on his head saying that's not the right option, mate. 2-3-15, 2-2-14. So Sydney, they're really aggressive with their kicking at the moment. Aggressive. Tom Stewart, 2-on-1. And a lasso, no, because it's contested, not a lasso. So centre wing. So Sydney are being really aggressive with their kicks, especially out wide. And they're trying to use fast ball movement. Humphries 8 disposals, Max Holmes 7, the Lizard 7. Grundy and Blitzard. Ball on the ground, picked up by Sydney. Oh, well done, Max Holmes. That's really good courage by Holmes. Doesn't really take those contested marks. Switch kick to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan on the wing. Oh, goodness gracious me. Terrible kick by O'Sullivan. But the Sydney play overruns it. Myers. Close. Close. Myers all by himself. And Bailey Smith's mark. Oh, he stopped the sitter, Bailey Smith. And then Mena gives away a free kick from 50. Geez, the errors in this game by both teams. It's hot to handle. That's pressure. That tells you there's 2 top 4 teams here, 2 contenders, really going for it. And the pressure's on. So Sydney clear from half back here. Big kick here in the wide position, 2-on-1. See, I don't like Colin Jasney doing that. There's 2-on-1 there, and Colin Jasney decides to use a big fist over it. Then just mark the ball, mate. Just mark the fucking ball. So Grundy and Blitz. Grundy, here comes Sydney. Lloyd, inside forward 50. Edward DeConey's down there, fists it away. 50 out from Geelong's goal. Oh, sorry, from Sydney's goal. So, throw up or ball up, whatever you want to bloody call it. Grundy, that should be a free kick to Blitz. He just comes over his shoulder there. Heaney picks it up, handballs it out. Inside 50 they go. Curnow, he dropped a sitter, Curnow. Well, he did really well on O'Sullivan, but he dropped an absolute sitter, Curnow. Henry goes up, mismarks that. Tries to take mark of the inside 50, Sydney go. Here they come again. Not a good kick. The Coney, it was 3. In fact, that was a terrible kick inside 50 by Sydney. It was 5-on-1. Humphries takes the mark. Right in the pocket there, tucked away. Clears it. Grundy drops it. Wow. Neither team's on. Dangerfield picks it up on a half volley. And Dangerfield, not a bad kick. 2-on-1 here, Dempsey. Dempsey picks it up the ball. Well done by Dempsey. That's brilliant by Dempsey. Absolutely fantastic by Ollie Dempsey. You bet 2 Sydney players there. He just wanted it more. He just wanted it more, Ollie Dempsey. And Henry finishes the job, and they go to 3-3-21. That is very good signs for Geelong and not good signs for Sydney. He just wanted it more. He just wanted that ball more, Ollie Dempsey. So 2 to beat. He beats 2 of them. I don't think Dean Cox would be happy with that. They experienced players there. Lloyd as well. Should know better. And Henry finishes the job. 3-3-21, 2-2-14. Dangerfield going to 4 forward. Ball up here. Edwards. He's doing good work against Grundy, Edwards. Max Holmes picks it up. Inside forward. Not a good kick again by Max. Come on, mate. Fuck me. Blakey intercepts it. Good tackle, Martin. Puts pressure on him. Well done by Baz. Sydney click it forward. As far as DeConey. DeConey picks it up to Holmes. And he goes over the line. So this is the young Ruckman Edwards. He's doing really well against Grundy. Grundy gets in front of him this time, straight to McInerney. Picks it up. This is Sydney's game here. Inside forward 50 they go. Terrible kick, but McDonald picks it up. McDonald to Charlie Curnow. Not Charlie Curnow, apologies. Joel Amati all by himself. He'll just run in and kick a goal here. Well, you never know with Amati. He kicks the goal. Well, McDonald, we talked about Ollie Dempsey just wanted it more. Well, Logan McDonald just wanted it more there, and Amati was all by himself. In fact, Charlie Curnow and Amati were all by themselves. They could have raffled it, and Amati is the ticket holder there and walks in for an open goal. So 3-2-20. Marty, right place, right time there, Marty. Cleary was there also. So back to the middle. Grundy gets the tap work. Mills, underrated play for me, Mills. Picks it inside forward 50. Dropped there by Atkins. Oh, Tom Stewart missed it. Well done, Atkins. Oh, well done. Oh, no, not well done. We're going to praise him. Turns the ball over. Heaney inside forward 50. Dangerous here. Very dangerous. Colin Jasny on Warner. Well done there by Colin Jasny. It wasn't the best kick by Warner. Hit sat on top of his head. Myers inside forward 50, outside forward 50. Terrible kick, Brian. Goodness me. What's with that fucking kicking? Cameron kicks the ball long. That's not a good kick either. Straight to Sydney. Oh, Sydney misjudged it, but they've got the numbers on the ground. What's your kicking, boys? Terrible handball. Turnover City. Another turnover. Max Holmes picks it up. There's about 4 turnovers there. And Ollie Henry pushing up very high. And it's a 50-metre penalty, is it? It's a 50-metre penalty against Grundy. What was that for? Well, Grundy has no idea. He's saying the cameras are on. No idea what that 50 was for. Grundy can't believe it. It was not against Grundy, even though Grundy was standing the mark. So it must have been off the ball 50. Ollie Henry directly in front. 30 metres out. Kicks the goal. Oh, he's missed. Just faded late. Oh, I've just put the mockery on him. We go to 3-4-22. Oh, I can't believe Ollie Henry missed that. So 1 minute left. Rowbottom gets absolutely dumped by 2 players. How's that fucking Pryor? As soon as Rowbottom gets the ball, he gets tackled by 2 players. How is that? Oh, it's Dangerfield. We've got to give it to Dangerfield. How is that holding the ball? The game's fucking cooked. Absolute cooked. Another terrible kick there by Colin Jasny. Papley's going to run into an open goal here. Oh, he passes it to Marty, and Marty's marked it. 15 metres out. Our kicking has been terrible this quarter. And Amati out the back again. Well, I can't believe Papley actually passed that. Neither can Amati. He almost dropped it. But Amati out the back. How about pay some respect and mark him? He's going to kick 3 goals here, Amati. He's going to kick 3 goals and a quarter at Joel Amati. Mind you, from this shot, he's 0-3. Can you believe it? Joel Amati 0-3 from this position. He surely can't. That surely is a lie there. He's 20 metres out and he kicks the goal. That was a lie. He wasn't 0-3. He's now 1-3. And Sydney kicked the goal after the siren. Terrible kick. Watch your fucking kicking. And they go to 4-2-26. Geelong 3-4-22. Watch your fucking kicking, boys. Here's a note. Here you go. Here's a note. Well, here's a simple note. There you go. Kick to Geelong players. Now that would be nice. Any chance of that? We'll be back after quarter time. So we're back after quarter time. We're back after quarter time, and yeah, not good by Geelong. Not good. It wasn't bad, but fucking hell, clear up your kicking. That would be damn nice. That would be nice. Any chance of that? Any chance of kicking to Geelong players? Would be nice. Fuck me. Yeah, Bailey Smith's getting tagged. He only had 4 disposals that quarter. Really So James Jordan's tagging Bailey Smith. Mullins is tagging Heaney. So both taggers are winning the battle. Now, the problem is Sydney have got Warner, and Warner's not had big stats either. Marty's got 3. I don't know how the fuck that happens. No idea. No idea. So Heaney on Mullins. James Jordan on Bailey Smith. So the 2 taggers from each side are doing a job. So Grundy and Edwards. Grundy goes down. Free kick. Free kick, Max Holmes holding on. Inside forward 50. Henry tries to take mark of the year there. Cameron dances off his feet. If he picks it up, Cameron, he just can't pick it up. Henry's down there, throws the ball out to Mena. Grundy picks it up. Sydney clear. It's only far as Mitch Edwards. He's going to come and mark it. Well, O'Connor does take your pick, one of the 2. There was a ruffle, and O'Connor in the corridor, just on the edge of the box. 60 out. Kicks a long drop punt in there. Someone fly. Blakey. Heaney. Oh, no, not Heaney. Sorry, my bad. Either way, it's a good tackle by Jack Martin. And they're going to be a ball up. 5 metres out directly from Geelong goal. Grundy gets the clearance. Dempsey's in there. Dempsey picks it up to Mena. And he's got 2 to beat there, Mena. It still stayed in, by the way. Oh, geez, that was fucked. Don't know how Sydney got out of that. Do not know how Sydney got out of that. But all I can tell you, as soon as Sean Mena picked it up, there's swarms of Sydney players went to him like a bee to a honey stick. Charlie Curnow takes the mark. Road bottom takes it. Here comes Sydney again. Inside forward 50. Not a good kick. Oh, Humphrey B. Bear dropped it. Cleary picks it up. Heaney's in there. Where's Mullins? Heaney with a handball. Oh, good work to Coney on Papley. Papley throws himself forward like he's being shot and it's holding the ball. Well done, Sam de Coney. Bailey Smith. Oh, fucking hell. Watch your kicks, man. And fucking hell. What the fuck are you doing? Terrible kick. Sam de Coney kicked it straight to Heaney. Heaney inside 50. Kicked it straight to McInerney. He's got a shot on goal. Or McCartan, sorry. 30 out directly in front. Watch your fucking kicking. Geelong players. Kicked it right on Mullins' fucking head. He had no chance against Heaney. So McCartan comes in, kicks the goal. Or does he? Kicks the goal. Sydney go to 5-2-33. Fucking awful kick. Look at that Bud DeConey. Just kicks it on Mullins' head next to fucking Isaac Heaney. Who's going to win that? Apologies to Justin McInerney. It was him, not McCarthy. So never mind. And then gives some advice there. McInerney, I don't know who that was to, but points the finger. That was aimed at somebody. Sydney kick away. Fucking hell, what you kicking? We're winning the contested possession. At least that's something. Oh, Edwards just takes it out of the ruck. Oh, he goes past. Oh, well, that should have been a free kick. He just goes past that line. That's the rules, umpire. And Jack Henry takes a mark. Now, don't pass this off. You're not going to get many chances to kick a goal here. And Grundy just puts his arms up saying he went past that line. And Grundy stopped. He just stopped and said he went past. So let's see here. Well, that should have been a free kick to Grundy. He completely went past the line. So Jack Henry, 40 out. Here's Jack. Jack's back. No, Jack isn't back. Misses. Three, 5, 22. Sorry, 3-5-23. Sydney a half back. He takes good marks, Jack Henry. Very good marks. Grundy and Edwards. Edwards does really well to get the ball to ground. Oh, then Grundy just ragdolls him. Ragdolls him to the ground. There was a bit of venom in that. That's a bit of probably that free kick. Grundy fists it. Bailey Smith punches it forward to Mena. Mena's closed down quickly. Just hack kicks it inside forward 50. It's Jack Henry again. Shannon Neal. Oh, Shannon Neal never passes it. Arrogant, selfish player. You had Henry right there, mate. And then he tries for a Jackie Chan chip kick and almost hits it out on the fucking full. Just sneaks in from behind. So Sydney from halfback. See, they're using this. They're not going through the corridor, but they're pushing it wide on the centre wing, and I mean really right near the line. So they're spreading it really well, Sydney. They're making the small ground look wide. How many times do you see that? So centre wing here, free kick to Sydney. It's free kick to Geelong. We're getting it dick right by the umpires again here. So what was that for? Holding the ball. He had 1 second to get rid of it, and he got pinned. Kick ball forward. Oh, gee, what a good mark that was by the Sydney player on Neal. The next goal is concerning for me if they get the next goal. So Sydney centre wing, kicks it long, mark that somebody. Good luck. Curnow does with one hand. Heaney picks it up. Oh, well done, Humphrey B. Best. Intercepts the handball. Guthrie. Dempsey, back to Guthrie. Guthrie hack kicks it forward. Cameron's down there, and the Blakey plays a nice defensive role on Cameron and slaps the ball over at 50 rows back. 3-6-24, 5-2-33, 15 minutes gone. So centre wing, probably 80 from Geelong's goal, if you want me to be precise. Edwards and Grundy. Grundy gets that one, just taps it forward. Oh, well done, Max Holmes. Oh, straight to fucking Grundy. Sydney, turnover here, bad turnover. Well done, Mullins. Cameron can, he's a bit too far out, Cameron. He's about 60 out. Too far out for Cameron. So Cameron blasts the ball in forward. Chips the kick. Nice kick by Cameron, and Mena plays on. Why don't you go back and kick and drop punt, Mena? And Mena misses. Fuck's sake. Oh. 3-7-25. Good intercept work there by Cameron. Cuts off the kick. And Martin takes the goal. And Martin goes back and decides, I'm just going to kick a drop punt, or I'm just going to relax. I'm not going to play on. So Martin's going to go around the corner. And he's missed. He's missed it. Fucking hell. What are we doing? 3-8-24, 26. So, 3-8-26. All right, I've got to fix this. Well, Geelong have had all the ball, just can't put it on the fucking board. Grundy and Neal. Grundy wins that. Heaney slips over. Mullins gets absolutely... how long... Yeah, that's fair enough. How long do you want to take? You got spun 360 there, Mullins. The crowd don't like it, but he got spun 360. If you're not going to pay that, forget about holding the ball. So Sydney clear. That's some good work. Heaney on Mullins himself. Handball links here to Sydney. Lloyd kicks it centre wing, up in the air, mark that. 6 players there. Edwards does well. Sorry, Tom Stewart does well there. Picks the ball up. Handballs it to Smith. Smith passes it backwards. to Cameron. Oh, Cameron's going to get rocked and rolled. Just got the handball to Colo. Colo picks it up, dummies, kicks the ball long, hat kick long. 4 to beat, and too easy. Well, Henry, he's done well beating. Oh, that's a risky kick there by Sydney. Humphrey, B-Bear kicks it, intercepts it, inside 450 we go. Oh, Humphrey goes for glory and kicks the goal. Humphrey, B-Bear. Hyper Blitz says hello. So that was very selfish by Humphrey B-Bear. But so why are they taking him off? Why does every fucking cunt that kicks a goal comes off? Stay out there. I used to work with high performance. It's one of the most overrated fucking things ever. Hyper Blitz says, who's winning? Well, I'm going to post a score in a minute. Four, 8. There we go. Scoreboard's up, 5-8-32. So cleared here. Good handball there by Sydney in the middle. Oh, turnover here. That's good pressure by Geelong. So Mena kicks the ball in. Cameron outside, forward 50. Cameron, 2 minds. Cameron, just kick the goal, mate. And he kicks the goal. Cameron, so Geelong respond very quickly here. This is really good by the Cats. Really, really good. They kicked 2 in a row. They've dominated this quarter. Just couldn't put it on the board. Four 8-38, 5-8. So well done by Jeremy Cameron. That's good pressure there by Geelong. Sydney tried to use their handball length. It's just good pressure. Really, really good pressure to stop that. So in forward again, Dangerfield. Another clearance to this would be concerning with Sydney. Free kick. That's stupid by Brian. Just pushes the Sydney defender's shirt. Free kick, Sydney. So 12 minutes to go in this quarter. 5-8-38, 5-2-32. Why is it 33? It says 33. It should be 32. We'll change that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the only one doing it. I'm the only one doing YouTube, so yeah. For these anyway, I'm the only one that does these. So Edwards kicks the ball long. Martin, Close is down there. Picks it up. Close goes for it. Oh, Close has kicked the goal! Incredible stuff by Brad Close. Ever since Live Golf has been outside of Adelaide, he has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Less golf, more footy, mate. And Geelong are starting to get top. They're beating Sydney at their own game. The inside stuff, they're beating Sydney in their own game. Sydney just can't get a clearance. I understand. And I know Mullins is I hate taggers. I really fucking do that. I like to see a rule where if you're tagging a player, you should be pinned for that. So Geelong go to 6. 6-8-44 to Sydney 5-2-32. Nice goal there by Close. Amati in the ruck. Heaney's now on Atkins. So have they broken that tag, Geelong? Bailey Smith just throws that. Oh, come on, umpire. Fuck me. Absolute throw by Bailey Smith. Warner's in there. Heaney's in there. Look at this by Atkins. Inside stuff. Atkins gets absolutely caught there. That's holding the ball. So Sydney go. They clear it. Centre wing. Curnow. That's a big switch kick there by Charlie Curnow. Centre right in the middle of the corridor. Inside forward 50. Sydney go. One-on-ones here. Oh, Roadbottom beats him. Roadbottom almost beat Stewart, but he couldn't mark the ball. Guthrie picks it up, gets ragdolled. Humphrey B. Bear in there, picks it up. Jack Martin's in there. Well done. Humphrey B. Bear picks it up, gets a tackle. Oh, Roadbottom. He did well on Tom Stewart there. Just couldn't take the mark. Papley, O'Sullivan. Oh, sorry, O'Connor. Sorry, not O'Sullivan. O'Connor. Dempsey clears it. Dangerfield there. Holmes. Mullins to Martin. Back to Mullins. Close. This is a really good handball list. Oh, fucking close. Mullins, Heaney, good pressure there. Oh, fucked that up. Absolutely fucked that one up. It was good pressure by Sydney, though. So Geelong tried a handball chain. And they got real until one fucking handball went wrong. Sydney trying to get it out of their own. Inside forward 50. Warner's there. Can't take the mark. Curnow just falls down. Curnow's hurt. He looks hurt, Curnow. Oh, Humphrey almost goes into Curnow. He's lying down on the ground. Blizzard kicks it long. Neil picks it up. Holmes, we're absolutely dominating here. Oh, good pressure there. Oh, fucking Holmes and his kicking. And Mullins, just gets absolutely smashed by the Sydney defender. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, he's felt that one. Atkins out of the middle. He's kicked a goal, Atkins. They are smashing Sydney on the inside. Absolutely smashing inside. That's what the Swans are all about the inside. And Geelong are smashing them. So Atkins from nowhere. Mullins looks hurt. He got absolutely creamed in that tackle. He looks groggy, Mullins. And then Atkins on the inside. Kicks the goal. They're just smashing Sydney. What they're known for is inside. Mullins, he looks groggy, Mullins. He got absolutely steamrolled. Absolutely steamrolled. So Marty and Sam DeConing, clearance there by Sydney. But look at that. Atkins is tackling Heaney. Heaney hasn't got the fucking ball. No free kick given, man. This is bullshit. I feel for Sydney at the moment. You just can't grab a player like that. So Atkins gets it up. Heaney gets the ball. Free kick. Heaney gets it. Vantage played. Warner. This is what they want. Warner slips over. Oh, that's a bad handball to Warner. Wow, they're not on. They're just being spooked here, Sydney, by pressure. Inside 50. Not a good kick to Cameron. It's the only thing we're missing is the kicking. The close. Dribbles it inside 50. Henry just pushes away. Dempsey. John Dempsey, pick it up. Neil. And over the ball. Neil wants a lasso, mate. That's not the world champion. Well, Henry just pushes away Mills in the face. Henry almost takes the mark. Gets caught here. Gets tackled. Dangerfield bursts out the middle. Myers. Dempsey chips it up. There's someone on the goal line, though. And that's Callum Mills. 7 minutes to go. 7, 8, 50, 5, 2, 32. Look at the pressure by Geelong, though. Unbelievable. Sydney get it forward. Rosa, Papley, Humphrey. He's getting frustrated, Papley. He's getting so frustrated, Papley. Humphrey Bear in. Henry tries to take mark of the year again. He gets caught. Rosa's injured. Bad ankle. Cleared by Sydney. Coming back, though. It's coming back. Oh, bad roll of the ankle there by Rosa. So Sydney are trying to get their running game going, but the pressure of Geelong's enormous. And Curnow takes a big marker out. Humphrey Bear. James Jordan comes in. 1-on-1 here. Not a good kick. Terrible kick. Straight to College Asney. And that's pressure. That's just a hat kick forward. Didn't even lower his eyes. So Max Holmes. Dangerfield in there. Mills in there. Tries to spin. Sydney with the handball chain. But look at the pressure. Have a look at the pressure by Geelong. They're just in the face. Rosa's trying to run off the roll of the ankle there. And they finally take him off. Lloyd clears it forward. Gee, 2-on-1 here. Oh, gee, well, even the bounce goes to Geelong's favour. It was a 2-on-1 there, and the bounce went to the Geelong player, cleared. And Henry gives away a free kick. Fuck me. Rosa kicked 6 2 weeks ago. Hasn't done anything since. Grundy, Cameron takes a good mark in front of Grundy. Geez, they just can't get any fluency, Sydney. Henry tries to take mark of the year as usual. Gives away a free kick. Advantage paid. Terrible kick though by Sydney. All under siege here, Sydney. Humphrey Bear inside forward 50. Dangerfield, not a good kick, not to his advantage. Free kick against Danger. Wasn't the best kick by Humphrey. Come on, mate. So the pressure is enormous by Geelong, and Sydney just can't. What's this for? Free kick. Geelong's way. Go Sullivan. Against Grundy. Grundy has not had a good game. Grundy. So kicks it to Dangerfield. Dangerfield takes a nice 1-on-1 mark. Oh, it's a tough kick though. A very tough kick in the pocket. You might have to run around. Not the right angle for a right footer. So it comes around and misses. Yeah. No, we won't blame him for that. That's a very tough kick. Tom Stewart takes a really good mark. Oh, Dempsey's kicked the points. Oh, Dempsey, again, he wanted that ball more there. The two Sydney players, they were just jogging. And Dempsey just puts a boot at it. Look at Atkins. Just bullying the Sydney inside mids. Sean Mena picks it up. 3 minutes to go. 20 points the margin. Heaney gets a kick. Oh, gee. Late hit on Heaney. And Mena apologises to him. Oh, and he doesn't even get the free. Wow. Max Holmes picks it up. Inside foot, not a good kick, Max. Fucking hell. 2-on-1. Dempsey's got no chance. So, Mills, underrated player, Mills, premiership player. Kick. Oh, well done, Guthrie. Oh, then he had a nosebleed. He thought, well, this is not my job. Mena kicks the goal. Mena. Well, Sydney, for the first quarter, they've tried to go out wide, and Geelong have adjusted to that. They've stopped them. They've stopped Geelong, so they've stopped Sydney from using the ball out wide, which Sydney wants to do, and they're absolutely pantsing them. Their forward line pressure is insane. Absolutely insane. It goes to 8-10. Factual opinion says the performance has been outstanding so far. Good performance so far. Eight, 10, 58, 26-point lead. Edwards has played really well. It's a 6-6 warning against Geelong. That's pretty early for that. So Heaney, Mullins. Heaney drops it. Mullins gets us. Max Holmes is everywhere, Max Holmes. And, oh, not a good kick, Jack Martin. Oh, that's the only thing that's letting us down, guys, is our fucking kicking. Eight, 10, 58, 5-2, 32. Inside forward 50s, 22-4. That is a bath. And Neil gives away a free kick in the ruck to Grundy. It's actually amusing. We Shannon Neil threw his head back knowing, yeah, that I gave away that before the umpire even decided who it was. So, oh, good mark there by Curnow. So they've only had 4 inside 50s this quarter. Geelong have had 22. Curnow, inside forward 50. This is where they're breaking down. Papley, Warner, Lloyd, kicking forward, 2-on-1, not a good kick. And Guthrie just rode bottom out. Terrible kick. And that's not a good kick by Guthrie. Put Max Holmes under all sorts of pressure there. And he kicks it out on the fall. Oh, fucking hell. In fact, it was Jeremy Cameron playing all the way back, kicks it out forward. So he kicks it out the fall, 50 out from Sydney's goal. Curnow could kick this. No, McDonald just says, I'm just going to pump it in forward. Another terrible kick. Mullins. Oh, gives away the handball. Grundy on the forward. Look at the inside mid stuff here by Geelong. Missed tackle there by Warner. Missed tackle there by Heaney. This is un-Sydney-like. Bailey Smith. Look at that by Bailey Smith. Just wanted the ball more. Takes it, beats 2 Sydney players here. Sean Mena, round him like a glove. That's better to work by Sydney. It's a lasso rule against Mena. Fucking hate that rule. It's bullshit. And look at the kick to Warner. Terrible kick. Myers gets a fist on it. But look at this by Bailey Smith. That was poor by Sydney. That is not what they're known for. And when you're beating a strength, which is their inside mid stuff, when you're not just beating it, smashing it, their confidence level is 0, Sydney. So here's a go. Look at that, handballs it straight to Bailey Smith. And a free kick. Play on. And Sean Manor gets the free. And they're getting frustrated, Sydney. I don't even think Geelong are playing that well, to be honest. They're missing kicks. Probably sums up Sydney. That's a good mark in front of Neil. Tall timber. So Sydney switch. They've only had 5 inside 50, Sydney. And fucking hell, Max Holmes. 50-metre penalty against Max Holmes, running in the space. Inside 5, rubbish. So inside 50 comes Sydney. And Heaney takes a mark. And that is the threat that we are worried about when Mullins plays defensive. Heaney too good. Not that Mullins was responsible for that, because Mullins wasn't really marking Heaney there. It was Sam DeConey. Siren's gone. This is a huge kick, but that's the Rory. If you're going to tag him, they've got very good elite. Well, Heaney's marking is elite, and his goal kicking is good as well. That's the problem. So Heaney's had 13 touches. Comes in, he's 35 out, slight angle, shouldn't miss this. Oh, he's got it. So that's a big goal to Sydney. That's a massive goal just to stop the bleeding. Something to take into half-time, and they go to 6-2-38 to Geelong, 8-10-58. They bring it back to 20 points. That was the problem. When Heaney goes forward, who's going to pick him up? Mullins was nowhere there to be seen. It was a total mismatch against Sam DeConey. And Heaney just jumped up and said, well, I can out jump you, Sam DeConey. And Heaney did that. So half-time, 8-10-58, Sydney 6-2-38, 20 points. We'll be back after half-time. I don't like those odds. I don't like those odds on anything. Coach bet. What is Coach eating for dinner? Noodles $1.15. Pasta $2. Curry $2.50. No payout. I don't like any of those odds. I might. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give a clue out here. They are sponsored by Geelong, or Geelong is sponsoring them. Should I say? There's a hint. So find a food company that is sponsoring Geelong, and think what they are having. What do they make? There's a hint for you. There's a hint. Not dim sims. You got the marathon bit right, but not dim sims. And I will be getting them either during three-quarter time, or in the second half. One of the two, but not dim sims. It's close. One of those, yes. One of those, yes. Yep, one of those. I'm not a big spring roll fan. So most likely be puff dogs. Very nice as well with tomato sauce. So no, because of the Watchalong, I can't cook anything big. I can't cook anything like a curry, or what was your first one? What was your first one? Noodles. I couldn't cook pasta. I couldn't cook curry. Took too long. 2-minute noodles, which is not 2-minute noodles. Yeah, couldn't cook them in time. When I have noodles, I cook pasta baked with noodles. So mac and cheese. So I add mac and cheese to noodles, and it just takes too long. With puff dogs, 15 minutes. They can stay in the oven, and you can get them after when there's a break. Speaking of breaks, are we back? Are we back? Let's see. I've been watching the Collingwood and West Coast game. Unbelievable. All the Collingwood players have gold at the back of their jersey. I thought that was Pendlebury. I thought that was just Pendlebury. I must have read that wrong. All of the Collingwood players have gold at the back of their Guernsey in their numbers. So we're underway. We've switched over. Switched over. Collingwood by 20, by the way. So DeConey in the ruck. Well done, Dempsey. Connor, big tackle by Heaney. Should just be Pendles there. I must have read that wrong. I thought it was just 4 Pendles. O'Connor just blasts the kick straight to a Sydney player. 50 out. Probably just be beyond him. Though he's looking for options. He's just going to set it up inside 50. Sydney go. Marty Curno's down there. Missed every one of them and went for a point. So Blakey pushing deep there, gives away a free kick to Jack Martin. It's dangerous. It's only 20 points. They get a run on Sydney. So Geelong had their run off and they got really burnt. Bailey Smith breaks his tag, kicks the ball. Oh, not a good kick. Our fucking kicking has let us down all fucking day. And it goes over inside 50 for a throw up or throw in, whatever you want to call it. 40 from Geelong's goal. So when Sydney have their moment, how efficient will they be? Because we had our moment and we fucking kicked. We wasted a lot of opportunities. So Grundy and Neil, good work. Neil gets in front. Only in favour is Mills. Mills handballs it straight to Mena. Mena kicks. No, it was going to be a goal, but Sydney have someone on the line. Otherwise, that was going to be a goal. So Lloyd pushing up. Switch kicks it. They've gone nowhere. They've kicked about 3 times here, Sydney. They've gone nowhere, but he's a loose player. Centre wing, run and gun. Here's Callum Mills. Mills kicks it inside forward 50. Mismatch here. Oh, well done, Tom Stewart. No, he gets away a free kick. Fair enough. So Logan McDonald. This is not beyond Logan. No, he's probably just too far out. Chips it in. And Heaney inside 50. Mullins is guarding him. Heaney gets a grab to it. Can't mark it. But his athleticism is troubling those Geelong players up forward, and he should have really marked that, Heaney. And Mullins was in no man's land. So boundary throw-in. Heaney goes in there again. O'Connor, well done on the inside. Holmes, O'Connor, Holmes. Holmes kicks. Much better kick by Max Holmes to O'Sullivan. Still in the pocket, though. The chip here, Humphrey B. Beer. Mitch Edwards has had a good game. Guthrie kicks the ball. Oh, not a good kick again. Oh, comes off, beats 4 players. The bounce favoured Geelong. And Jack Martin, oh, it's not a good kick by Jack Martin to Neil. Cameron picks it up, smothered by the Sydney player. Cameron goes again. Numbers with Geelong here. Cameron gets ragdolled by 3 players. Blakey's in there. Neil's in there. Neil picks the ball up, handballs it to Bailey Smith. He handballs it to Max Holmes. He gets rock and rolled. And that's holding the cod, the cherry. Not paid. Jack Martin kicks the goal, does he? Kicks the goal. Oh, that's terrible umpiring. That is terrible umpiring. How long do you need to have it? Max Holmes got absolutely rock and roll, got spun 360 and not paid. Let's look at this again. Oh, that should have been holding the ball. That's terrible. And Geelong go to 9-10. They kick the first goal. In fact, Max Holmes gets tackled to ground. That's your prior. So he gets spun 360, then he gets taken to ground, and then while he's on the ground, he handballs it. That's terrible umpiring. And Geelong go to 9-10-64. Dangerfield comes off the bench. Sydney 6-3-39. Throw up. 26 points the margin. Throw up. Warner held on to. Look at fucking James Jordan holding on to Bailey Smith, and look at Mullins holding on to Warner. That should be illegal. Look at them, they're both holding on. Just keep an eye on it in the stoppages while you listen to my commentary. Mena picks it up. Blakey, Mena, not a good handball by Mena. Dempsey picks it up. He dives on it, got to get rid of it. Jack Martin's there. Mena's there. There's more inside mid stuff there. Bailey Smith, bad handball. Blakey just absolutely thumps it 100 metres forward. Oh, trip there. O'Sullivan attacks it. Oh, Falcon off Tom Stewart. Hits his head. O'Sullivan handballs it in his head. Warner picks it up. That's much better by Sydney in the inside mid-game. Kicks it forward. Curno's all by himself, but Warner doesn't hit the target. And Charlie Curnow says, "What about me? I'm all by myself. What are you doing, mate?" And it goes out of bounds. Or was it a point? No, it goes to out of bounds because Warner's walking into the pocket. What a wasted opportunity there. So Grundy and DeConey. Heaney. Chip kick by Heaney. Kolajasny's there. Picks it up. Good kick, Kolajasny, and Dempsey's there. That was a bit lazy by Heaney. Could have picked that ball up. So Dempsey clears it outside forward 50. Centre wing. Blakey. Oh, Blakey's taking a good mark, the lizard. Good mark against Paddy. So switch kick here. So Sydney go inside forward 50, and that's a terrible kick inside 50. Goodness gracious me. Well, Marty lets him know about it. So Sydney's kicking also like Geelong hasn't been there. Riley Bice has 20 disposals. Max Holmes 21. I like that name. Riley Bice. Ollie Dempsey 16 disposals. The Bice, the Bison. Mitch Marsh, the Bison. He has 20. There is a Mitch Marsh playing. He plays for Crows. I'm serious about that. Bailey Smith to Mullins. Handballs it out back to Mullins. Mullins with the 1-2. Well done there by Manor. Mullins keeps her on running and he gets held up there. So he gets tagged out there and that's a poor kick by Mullins, a lasso. But once again, James Jordan and Mullins just playing paddy whack with their opponents. Getting beyond a joke now. Bailey Smith's had a quiet game. He's not going to get 3 votes this game, I can tell you that right now. It's a bloody disgrace. So, Sydney, Charlie Curnow drops the mark. Lloyd kicks it out. Good mark there by... Well, Mullins is all over Heaney there. Holding on. Heaney looks up, can't believe it. You got to pay those. This tagging business. And James Jordan all over Bailey Smith there. They're all over each other like a pack of hyenas. Geelong pick up the ball and clear. Guthrie picks it up, kicks the ball in the corridor to Max Holmes. This is ridiculous. And they're still going, James Jordan and Bailey Smith. Myers, grind to Max Holmes. Run and gun there by Max. Neil. O'Sullivan up forward, kicks the goal. What is O'Sullivan doing up there? Kicks the goal. And that might be, they all go to him. I don't know why. Relax, mate. Relax. He's kicked a goal. And they go to 10-10. 70. It's just comical central with the fucking holding. James Jordan on Bailey Smith and Sean Mullins on... Oisin Mullins on Isaac Heaney. How about just let the players play? I want to see Bailey Smith versus Isaac Heaney. I can tell you right now, we've got a Brownlow on, for God's sake. And I'll tell you what, how many votes these two guys are getting? 0. Nilch. So 10-10, 70, 6-3, 39. They're just getting belted on the inside. Bailey Smith. DeConey drops it. Max Holmes, he's everywhere, Max Holmes. Dangerfield picks it up one-handed. That's more vintage Dangerfield. That is, but the kick is, well, Martin makes it okay and marks it. They're getting creamed in the inside because Oisin Mullins is holding on to Isaac Heaney every bloody contest. And the umpire's letting him get away with it. And James Jordan's doing the same thing to Bailey Smith. He's getting away with it. Let the players play. There should be a tagging rule. I like to see it, instead of bloody lasso rules and all this bullshit, now bring in a tagging rule. Just let the players play. So Jack Martin, 40 metres out. Tough angle this. And nowhere near it. It's coming back, but not enough. In fact, it's just touched over the line. So Sydney, they've been doing this. I don't know if this is a set plan, but they've been trying to do this kick right to the edge of the boundary all game. And Geelong have figured it out, but they're still doing it. Sydney. He's through the corridor, inside 50. Another shocking kick inside forward 50. They just can't get a thing going, Sydney. So I don't know if that's a set plan. I've never seen a team use the boundary line as much as Sydney. They're trying to make it small ground look big. So that tells me it's an option. Bailey Smith picks up the ball. James Jordan right with him like a pack of dogs. Oh, up the back, Ollie Henry picks it up. Kicks it to Jack Henry. He's going to kick a goal in, Jack Henry. $11-11-77. The 6-3-30. Well, he hasn't kicked it yet, but he's not going to miss this. He's 5 metres out. So, oh no, Jack, you're kidding. Oh, he's just sneaked it in. I thought he's missed. Oh, that was so close to the post. He almost had a Bruce type moment where Bruce was walking open and go hit the post. Goodness me. 11-11-77, Lord Nilsson to Sydney 6-3-39. Now look at this by Bailey Smith. See, Bailey Smith, he just James Jordan breathing down his neck at every chance. Now let's have a look at this stoppage. Let's have a look at this centre bounce. Let's look at this centre bounce here. Who's on who? I can tell you who's on who. Mullins on Heaney and James Jordan on Bailey Smith. Look at him. Look at him in there. Look at James Jordan pushing away Bailey Smith. The umpire hasn't even thrown it up yet. Oh, Marty falls over. This is terrible by Sydney. Road bottom, Mills. Oh, well done, Mills. Just buries the ball forward. Warner, inside 50. This is where they're dangerous here. And another terrible kick. Oh, Humphries dropped the ball though, but picked it up. Gee, they've been terrible. They're kicking inside forward 50, Geelong. Oh, sorry, Sydney. Awful. They don't know who to kick it to, and they're kicking it to one-on-ones and just blasting it out of position. Sydney pick up the rebound. There's Bailey Smith. I guess who's next to him? And it goes out on the centre wing. Eleven minutes gone. 11-11-77, Lord Nilsson, 6-3-39. Here's Bailey Smith. Only a little touch there. Can't do anything with it. Oh, Blitz gets rock and rolled by Warner. Warner takes the tackle to Humphrey BB. Gets swept up by Warner. Every time Bailey Smith gets it, James Jordan's there. It's getting ridiculous. This is supposed to be a fair game. Clearance 7-2, so belting them on the inside, beating them at their own game, and Sydney are losing confidence. Oh, that's a hell of a mark there by the Sydney player. Is that Packley? So inside 50 they go. Shallow inside 50. Amati run and gun. Good work there by O'Sullivan. Good tackle. That's much better than by Sydney. At least they hit to someone. And O'Sullivan with the spoil, and it's rubbed up 50 metres from Sydney's goal. Grundy punches it forward. There's a free kick. Is it? No, Papley just decides to roll it. Well, that's intent. That's insufficient intent there. Papley just walks over the boundary line without any pressure. So throw in, 50 out from Sydney's line. Grundy gets held onto. James Jordan holding on to Smith. No free kick paid. Martin comes through. Picked up by Sydney. Inside 50 again. Not a good kick. Once again, Warner has to beat two there. Cleary does well, though. Papley kicks the goal. In fact, it's not Papley. It's their other little small forward that kicks the goal. So Sydney win an inside clearance there. Inside mid clearance there. And well done there. They go to 7-3. 7-3-45. Dempsey just has to be better there. Come on. Well, it was a Tom, but it wasn't Tom Papley. It was Tom Ainley. That's a nice finish as well. So the Tom. It was a Tom. So they got an inside clearance there, Sydney, and they got the goal. Grundy, Heaney, Atkins, the blitz. Oh, come on, Dempsey. Road bottom, Heaney, inside forward 50. Marty takes the mark, 20 metres out. Wow, okay, so a couple of clearances here by Sydney. This will get the margin back to 20 points. I think. I'm back to 26. My math is shit. So Amadi, directly in front, 20 metres out, could go anywhere. We're not going to pencil this in, but he's kicked 3 straight. Amadi comes in, nice drop punt, kicks the goal. Kicks the goal. So Heaney got a couple of disposals there. Then got the inside forward 50. It's 8-3-51 to 11-11-77 Lord Nielsen. Was it 52? My maths is crap. Someone help me. 51. I think that's it. 51. Had to cheat. Had to look at the scoreboard. So Marty's got 4. Marty has got 4. Fair dinkum. He kicked 10 in a game once, this bloke, against the Adelaide Crows at Adelaide Oval. I'm not to say he's going to kick 10, but he's kicked 4 straight. There's Bailey Smith on camera. Look at James Jordan being a pest. Oh, well done to Edwards. Just smacked the ball forward. Only far as Gryan, and Gryan gets absolutely ragdolled there. Not paid. Play on continues. Takes a foul. They all stopped. Everyone stopped there. Everyone stopped there. The umpire took him an age to get down. Inside 50, Blakey picks up the ball. Ollie Henry says, you're not going anywhere. And it's a ball up 30 metres from Geelong's goal. Need to respond to you, Geelong. They need a quick goal. Quick goal. Neil, good tap. Straight to Sydney player, though. Blakey. Cleary, he's way up forward. Rowbottom, way up forward. Kicks the ball. Not a good kick. Centre wing. McDonald, Colajazzi just need to be clean here. Isn't. Oh, that's good work by Rowbottom. He sprinted 60 metres there. Forced along on the back foot. It's okay. O'Sullivan. Oh, not a good kick. Oh, Jack Henry does okay. Handballs it to Guthrie. Heaney chasing him. Oh, not a good handball. Smith right next to him, and guess who's under him? James Jordan. Smith had to get rid of the ball. Neil tries to take a good mark. Heaney picks it up. Lloyd kicks it outside 50 for the Swans. Oh, big mark there by McInerney. Takes a mark. Tom Atkins looks hurt. Got a corky. They've picked up here, Sydney. Warner, Blakey. Inside 50, aggressive kick. That's dropped by Rowbottom. Well, there you go. Well, that is a heartbreaker if you're Sydney, because they look like to be on there through the corridor. That was really their only time they've done that. Bailey Smith picks it up, gets smashed by James Jordan. Holmes picks up the ball, kicks it inside 50. Neil takes the mark. It's a free kick to Sydney against Bailey Smith. Max Holmes is saying, what? Is it 50? It's 50 metres. Let's go into Bailey Smith. So why wasn't that advantage? Neil took that mark. So Bailey Smith finally got a bloody free kick. Max Holmes picks the ball up. He kicks it to Neil. Why wasn't that advantage? Humphrey B. Bear inside forward 50 here. Neil, and it goes out of play. Why wasn't that advantage? About time Bailey Smith got a bloody free kick. So ball up. Sydney have picked up here a little bit. Need a goal here, Geelong. I know you're up by 26 points, but you need a goal. Bailey Smith! Oh, yes! And gives it to James Jordan. Absolutely gives it to him. I don't like that, to be honest, because he's bathed you all day. Sydney players come in. Oh, a little bit of a punch gut there. A little bit of a punch gut there by James Jordan on Smith. And Smith didn't like that. That's going to be looked at. A little punch in the gut. Although, mind you, to be fair, Bailey Smith didn't go down like he was being shot, but there was definitely a little punch to the gut there. So, breathing space, and Bailey Smith made them pay. And Geelong needed that just to stop the flow. $12-11-83, 8-3-51. More lip to James Jordan. I didn't like that by Bailey Smith, and I didn't like that by James Jordan. So Bailey Smith picks it up. Well, there you go. Gets immediately tackled. Bailey Smith again picks it up. That's good work by Bailey Smith. Good clearing there to Myers. Myers handballs it to inside 50. Close. Well, that's a very good response by Geelong here. Bailey Smith tacks. Oh, no, that's the Puff Dog comment. What is going on here? There we go. Bailey Smith tacks. There you go. So Brad Close, ever since Lift Golf was taken off Adelaide, he's turned up a new player, Brad Close. He's from Adelaide, so what do you expect? So Close in, 40 out, directly in front, or a bit 45 out, being a bit kind there. Comes around, no one in the middle. Well, he's hooked it though. He's hooked it badly. Come on there. Come on, Closey. You do better than that. Geelong go to 12-84. Well, it was a huge... Oh, Humphrey beat Bear, intercepted. He's had a good game, Humphreys. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. A terrible kick, though. Advantage no one. Oh, dropped there by the Sydney play. Henry picks it up. Myers picks it up. Handballs it to Henry. I'm talking about Jack Henry. Jack Henry tries to kick it, smothered. Punched off the deck. Mullins, DeConey, Neal, Bailey Smith. He gets tackled before he even has the ball, umpire. Kicks the ball inside 50. Henry just tries. Oh, he tries a little kick. He tries to beat 5 players there, Henry. Max Holmes kicks it Jackie Chan style for a point. Fair dinkum. Bailey Smith got tackled before he even had that ball, umpire. Attacking play through the corridor. Warner, is this dangerous? Here we go. Straight through the centre. Not a good kick though. Inside 50. Papley on Kolodjasny. Kicks it on Kolodjasny. Oh, Kolodjasny goes to ground. And Papley picks it up. And they kick a goal. Oh, Kolodjasny. It was not a good kick to Papley. It was one-on-one. Kolodjasny should have really kicked it, to be honest. Should have mugged it, to be honest. And then he goes to ground and Papley picks it up. Oh, Papley's done ya. Absolutely done ya. So look at this. To his head, Kolodjasny spills it. Then Kolodjasny falls to the ground. Papley picks it up. Picks it to Charlie Curnow. And Charlie Curnow kicked the goal. You're kidding. And look at Papley. Papley also falls to the ground, but he springs up like a cork in the ocean and passes it to Curnow, and they kick their goal. Come on, KJ. Keep your feet, mate. You should have really marked that ball. Sydney deserve to be closer, Sydney. I think they've had the better play this quarter. Max Holmes gets absolutely ragdolled there by Rowbottom and Heaney. Bailey Smith's off for a rest. Massaging those calves. I'm surprised James Jordan is not there massaging it with him. Atkins, Rowbottom. Oh, look at Atkins. Still gets the handball away. Neal throws it straight to Warner. Oh, Warner missed it. How did he miss that? Sydney, they clear there. That's good work by Sydney. Inside 450, they come. Oh, DeConey just absolutely ragdolls the Sydney player. And that's a free kick to Lloyd. Is it to Lloyd? It's a free kick regardless. And it was there because Sam DeConey ragdolled him. And it's a shot on goal here, 50 metres out directly in front. So Sydney in the last 10 minutes, they've picked up. Well, looking at that replay again, yeah, he did, but he was already falling on the ground. He slipped over there, the Sydney player. That was Sherlock or Sheldrick. So Sheldrick comes in. Oh, that's a bad miss. That's a really bad miss. And Dean Cox looks on. He's not happy with that. Maybe some justice there. So Heaney flies. Big mark. But not paid because he didn't control it. Fair enough. In fact, it wasn't. It was the other blonde that plays defender. He's done a really good job on Neil, to be fair. I don't think Neil's kicked a goal yet. Umpire comes in, bounces it, throws it up. Grundy, Heaney, road bottom, inside forward 50. No, he's got you here, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie got it. No, he's dropped it, Charlie. Dropped the... Oh, it's out on the fucking full. Well, out on the full. And Sydney are going to have a shot here. And Charlie Curnow, he had O'Sullivan in a good position, dropped the sitter, but unfortunately it came off Tom Stewart. Who's that goal? You watch Papley. It'll be Papley, I bet you. It'll be Papley, I bet you. He was nowhere near the place, Papley. He was nowhere near the boundary when it happened. He was nowhere near the boundary when it happened. Papley comes around and kick and misses. Suck shit, dickhead. Suck shit. You weren't even near the fucking boundary. And they go to 8-5-59, so some big misses late for Sydney. 3 minutes to go. Kicks in. Oh, what a mark. Edwards on Grundy. Grundy yells at himself. Holmes runs from halfback. Blitzard. He's had a poor game for me, Blitz. Not a good handball. Cameron's got 3 to beat. Somehow gets the handball. Guthrie, he's so far up. What's he doing up there? Playing as a forward. Lloyd kicks it around the corner. Edwards and Papley. Papley somehow gets the ball to ground. Handballs it away. Straight to the Coney. Tom Stewart gets in his way. Pressure here by Sydney. They've definitely picked up. Oh, the bounce of the ball beats 10 of them. Bailey Smith's there, gets some separation, kicks the ball inside forward 50. Terrible kick, Bailey Smith, straight to the lizard. He picks it up, he handballs and makes someone else's problem. McCartney picks it up, he kicks it a long ball, straight to centre wing. And Edwards is there again. Intensity's gone up, Edwards kicks it inside forward 50. Neil's got 6 to beat, and Grundy, over the top, takes the mark. So Grundy at fullback, switch kicks. Road bottom, he's had a good game for me. Cleary, here comes Sydney again. Heaney, McInerney, all by himself. Is that McDonald all by himself? 40 out. This is a big, big moment here. A big moment. They can get it back down to 20 points here, Sydney. But they've deserved it. This quarter, they have played the far better football. They've got their inside game going. They've got their running game going. And Logan McDonald, 40 out. Comes in. Well, 38 metres out to be exactly. Comes in, slight angle, and kicks the goal. Kicks the goal right before three-quarter time. And the 3 Geelong players were nowhere near McDonald. Geez, as soon as he kicked it, McDonald knew it. He absolutely flushed it. So a minute before, I think there's a minute and 10 seconds, 1 minute and 14 seconds. Margin's back to 20 points. Neil's on the bench, Danger's on the bench, KJ's on the bench. Grundy will go with Edwards here. Oh, you wouldn't want to get Sydney get another goal here. You just got to hang tough here, boys. Heaney, Mullins just pushes Heaney over, no free kick. Max Holmes picks it up, kicks it, close, that was too easy. Lloyd kicks it, centre wing, Warner. Oh, Warner takes mark of the year on Atkins. Wowee. Warner kicks the ball inside 50. They're spotted with confidence here with Sydney. And McDonald's taken another mark. Oh, not paid. Oh, you've got to pay that mark. The Sydney players are screaming at the umpire. Have to pay that mark. Goodness me. But Chad Warner, Chad Warner. Heaney gets separation, kicks it out on the full. Oh, you had to pay that mark. Let's see it again. So there's McDonald. We've seen the Warner mark. He flew on top of Atkins' head. No, well, they won't show the McDonald pay. 28 seconds left. They've picked up big time here, Sydney. Geelong have gone to sleep a bit here. 2-on-1. Henry does well. Oh, Henry does fantastic well on 2-on-1. Still looking at Ford Henry. Still with Henry. Oh, he drops it though. 15 seconds left. I think that would be it. Oh, Callum Mills. That's a very aggressive kick inside the corridor. Sydney are going to have a chance here. They kick it inside Ford 50. Kennedy and Amati. And, oh, Logan McDonald's taking the mark. He's taken the mark. He's going to kick after the siren. He's 20 metres out directly in front. Oh. And Geelong have gone shushy, shushy, night, night. And Sydney have said, no, 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 we're going to pick our game up. And it's going to be back to 3 goals. They've got all momentum, Sydney. They've completely owned Geelong in this quarter. And we've said about efficiency, taking your chances. In comes McDonald, 25 metres out, and has kicked a goal. Oh. Geelong had the same chance as Sydney had in that second quarter. Couldn't convert, and Sydney are converting. They go to 10-5-71. A lot of finger pointing by Jeremy Cameron. Oh, fucking hell. What's the margin? $14 points. It's 14 points. The most dangerous lead in AFL. 14 points. Stinky third quarter. Absolute stinky by Geelong. Went to sleep. Tucked in Sydney to bed. Hush, little baby. And Sydney says, it ain't bedtime yet, champs. And they've just blown their apps. What did they kick that quarter? Five goals to 2. So they kick 5 goals to 2. Well, if they do that in the fourth, they win the game. They win the game. All momentum. And Geelong have had a little bit of a snoozy. And Sydney says, you know what? We're a top 4 team. We're not going to go away like North Melbourne. We're not going to go away like other teams. We're going to fight. Fair dinkum. Unbelievable. I'm going to get my dinner now because I need a spell. Right. Finally have my dinner, and yes, puff dogs. And some Matwurst. And I'll tell you what. Here's my take for this first quarter. Must kick the first goal. So here we go. Bounce it again. Grundy, Bailey Smith, James Jordan with him. James Jordan still with him. Ball up again. He was going nowhere, Bailey Smith. James Jordan wearing him like a glove. Throws it up. Grundy and Edwards. The fact is Grundy and Sam DeConey. Grundy tries to kick it midair. Mena picks it up, kicks it down forward. Socketed off the deck. Oh, falls straight to fucking Heaney. Here comes Sydney, attacking wing. McDonald. Who's on McDonald? Tom Stewart. Charlie Curnow kicks it inside 50. No one there for Sydney. Amati's there. He picks it up first. Oh, and then everyone stops. Geelong handball. Cleary. Missed. Oh, Lloyd was all by himself, 20 metres out. Lloyd was screaming at him. Geelong went to sleep there, and Sydney, they go to 10-6, 72. What a huge chance. Oh, Blitzard looks concussed there. Bit of a head knock. Oh, Bailey Smith's been moved to half back. And it's a boundary throw in centre wing. So it's Bailey Smith's been moved to half back. He took that kick in, Bailey Smith. Well, you can't tag a player that's doing a kick in. So Cleary pick it up. Good tackle. Oh, that's such an important tackle there by Atkins because they were way there, Sydney. Grundy, Cleary, O'Connor. Oh, give it up. Fucking O'Connor. Not paid holding the ball. He took the player on there, O'Connor. That's terrible, ump. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. That should have been a free kick holding the ball to Sydney. So Sydney pick it up. Callum Mills, he's had a good game. Switch kicks it here. To Lloyd, half back. 40 out from Geelong's goal. Kicks the ball centre wing. Oh, well done, O'Sullivan. Beats Amati one-on-one there. O'Connor took the player on. He beats one, then he got tackled and he dropped the ball. That should have been holding the ball, the cod, the cherry, the coin. Max Holmes kicks it inside forward 50. And Cameron has separation. That is not right. That is not right. You have to call it fairly. I do my best to call it fairly. Everyone's welcome. Sydney fans are welcome on this show. And that should have been holding the ball to O'Connor. So Cameron in. Never mind. Cameron in. 45 out. We need this goal. We need this goal. This is big. Jeremy Cameron. 50 out. Slide angle. Comes in. Oh, you beauty. Absolute incredible Jeremy Cameron. Oh, my life. Oh, no right. 13, 91. And Sydney go to 10-6, 72. And he just got a little bit of separation. That's all he needed. It was a good kick by Gryan. Oh, that's a hell of a kick by Cameron. That is a clutch goal. So Grundy takes it out of the air, kicks it forward, and Guthrie just takes the mark uncontested. So Atkins, O'Sullivan, centre wing, he can take it inside forward 50 here, kicks a long ball. Oh, Neil gets in front of, Dangerfield gets in front of Neil. Mullins picks it up. Blakey, Sydney with a handball, back to Blakey. Blakey kicks a corridor kick, aggressive. Well done, Tom DeConey, cuts it off. Kicks the ball inside 50, and Dangerfield's there. Tough kick, though. He had a shot there in the third quarter, and then he missed. This is a tough kick. And Blakey usually makes those kicks, just turn the ball over. Oh, this is another crucial moment here. We can put Sydney away. If he kicks this, I just about think we put Sydney away. He's going to drop punt it. Oh my God, he's kicked an absolute filth goal, Dangerfield. Wow, he hasn't done that all his career, and from the pocket, he's decided this time, I'm going to drop punt it. I kicked the snap the last time. I'm going to go a traditional drop punt, and what do you know? He kicks the goal. That's a life lesson to a young kid there. Kick the drop punt. When in doubt, kick the drop punt. Breathing space. Well, you have to go back to the Sydney where Cleary, he had Lloyd all by himself in the pocket and he went for glory. That was a big, big moment. That's a big, big moment. And Geelong have been efficient since. It would have taken the game to 8 points. Grundy in the midfield gets his own clearance. Dangerfield picks it up. Here's Bailey Smith. Dangerfield. Oh, Dangerfield gets absolutely rock and rolled. Starts not holding the ball either. Probably gets a handball, to be fair. Sydney pick it up, rebounding off 50. Kicks a long ball centre wing, and it's going to come back. Well, that's a big moment there, ladies and gentlemen. So, Cleary, he was 30 metres out. He went for a snap. He had Lloyd in the pocket all by himself because no one bothered to man him up, and he went for glory. He missed. It would have built the margin back to 8 points, and since then, Geelong have gone bang, bang. Jack Martin takes a mark inside 50. He's too far out, Jack. His players are screaming for it. He needs to get rid of it earlier, Jack Martin. Blitzard saying, go back and kick it. Jack Martin looking around, still looking around. That's play on for me. Oh, he doesn't call play on. Well, that's 50. That should be for abuse. And Jack Martin kicks a point. Well, the Sydney player really had got the umpire there. He's saying, what the hell are you doing? What happened to the descent rule? Is that still a thing? 14-14, 98, 10-6, 72. And look at Papley looking angry, right where he belongs on the bench. Where he belongs. Stinker game, Papley. Grundy, oh man. Just pushes Martin like he's a little man. McInerney handballs it to himself. DeConey pulls him, and that's paid as a holding the man. So free kick to Sydney, centre wing. You'd think Sydney just must kick the next probably 3, probably 4. Oh, danger switch kick there. Cameron, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Cameron, oh, he falls over. Kick cleared here. Centre wing. O'Connor and Road. O'Connor's been held onto there. Oh, and then he pins him for holding the ball. You're kidding me. Sydney go inside forward 50. Amadi, oh, that's a terrible kick to Amadi. That is 10 rows back. Amadi cannot believe it. And the kicker says, well, you got to lead it into space. He kicks it 10 metres over his head. So forward pocket for Sydney. Oh, road bottom, gets away from three. Amadi picks it up. He kicks the point. Oh, Dean Cox not happy. That should have really been a goal. $10.773 to $14.14.98. Henry takes the mark centre wing. O'Connor, I'm just going to waste time here, chip it around here, Geelong, and they have to. Just chip it around. Tom Stewart kicks the ball long. No, Dangerfield gets out bodied there. Sydney pick it up. Hat kick forward, straight to Tom Stewart. Good kick, Tommy. To Gryan. They kicked that ball backwards, Gryan, while trying to go forward. And then it's back with Gryan, so there's nowhere where he kicked it. And Close is all by himself. Oh, Close drops the star. No, he doesn't. Well, I thought he dropped an absolute soda. He just juggled it. He was all by himself. Maybe that was the master plan. Because Gryan, he kicked the ball forward. It looked like it went backwards, and then he kicked it back to Gryan. So Gryan just kicked it where he was, and then Close was all by himself and almost spilt the beans. And Close is directly in front. 45 out. Shouldn't be a problem, this, to put Sydney away. Oh, the umpire hasn't moved an inch. Hasn't moved an inch. Well, no live golf for Adelaide Oval anymore. And Close all of a sudden's a world beater. That is not a coincidence, folks. That's a real stat. And Sydney, well, we go back to that big moment by Cleary. And that might be I know it's a young fella, but that's a life lesson for you right there, Cleary. 15-14, 101, no, 104, sorry. So clearance there by Sydney. Lloyd kicks it inside forward 50. Charlie Curnow. So Sullivan punches it away. Can't do anything with that. Factual opinion says Collingwood 71, West Coast 61. Keep an eye on that. Marty's been Sydney's best player, believe it or not. Get inside forward 50. Heaney, Mullins, well done Mullins for a defensive punch. Oh, maybe I gave too much credit to Mullins there because it was actually O'Connor. And just a little chip kick there. So Geelong just chipping it around. Oh, Edwards drops an absolute gimme. Drops the lollipop. No pressure under all the young man. He's had a good game on Grundy because Cherry absolutely bathed him when they played North, and this is a good response by Edwards against a bigger premier ruckman of the competition. He has not just held his own, but he's won his own ball as well. Amadi gets a clearance, kicks it inside forward 50. Curnow marks in front. Now, it's the first time Kerno has got in front of his opponent. 35 out. Cute angle here. Probably right-hand goalpost. Comes in. Right-hand goalpost, and wow, it was like he listened to the commentary. Charlie Kerno kicks the goal. He's got 2, Kerno. Sydney go to 11-7, 79. Geelong 15-14, 104. 26 points. I don't know about the flex, Charlie Kerno. You're down by 30, mate. Geelong under 18s, Charlie Kerno. So ball up. Heaney. Road bottom around the corner. Dempsey. Oh, that's so good by Dempsey. He just didn't panic there, Dempsey. He had 3 players around him. He was on the ground there. Mullins kicks the ball inside 50. Not a good kick. Straight to McCartan, who punches it over the line. Score review. What? Are you fucking for real? Stevie Wonder could see that. So, throw up. 50 from Geelong's goal. Still 10 minutes left. 26 points the margin. Close picks it up. And Close kicks it out on the full. Fucking hell. Fuck me. So, Heaney. Warner, Maxo, oh, wow, how unlucky is that? They're about 5 on 1 there. Max Holmes didn't even bother to go up, and the ball bounced to Max Holmes. Oh, goodness gracious me. When it's your day, it's your day. So O'Connor inside forward 50. Jack Henry flies. Manners there. It almost feels like Manners being tagged as well, because every time he goes near it, there's a Sydney player near him. Goodness me. Manor on Heaney. James Jordan on Smith. And Sean Manor being tagged. It feels like it. Grundy and Neil. Neil picks it up. Neil gets absolutely tackled. Gryan. 2 on 1. Well done there. Dempsey. Jack Henry gets taken out. Oh, well, the Lizard. That's a free kick to Jack Henry directly in front. The Lizard cannot believe it. Well, I thought that didn't look like that horrible. I've got to see the replay. And Jack Henry, he's been passing them all day, Jack Henry. He could have had 6 today, I reckon. So let's see here. That's not a free. That's not a free. He didn't get him high, unless I see the other angle, but that's not a free. So Jack Henry comes in to put the game to bed, to seal it for Geelong, and he misses. He misses. $15, $16, 106, 11, 7, 79. So Sydney got to take some risks now, which they do. Quick ball movement. Oh, look at the pressure though by Geelong. Oh, jeez. O'Connor gets dumped with a sling tackle there. And outside the boundary as well. That's not... I don't think that's artificial. I think that's artificial grass. I might be mistaken. Not paid either. Picked up there by Mullins. Mullins, oh, not a good kick. Come on, man. Jack Henry makes it look okay. Fumbled there by Sydney. Picks the ball up, kicks the ball. Oh, the Sydney player, there's Geelong players everywhere. And a Lasso free kick. Dempsey kicked the ball. There's 3 Geelong players in the forward 50. They're screaming at him. Oh, that's poor by Dempsey. You're not going to get the distance from there. That's really, really poor. He's 55 out. He plays on. He tries to get on the angle. In the end, he just tips it. That's really poor by Dempsey. That's selfish. He knew he wasn't going to get the distance. He had 3 Geelong players inside, bloody 15. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. So Sydney clear. Curnow beats O'Sullivan one-on-one. Slow ball movement, no. Slow ball movement. He handballs it. Oh, Dempsey gets him back. But Dempsey's hurt. He's hurt his shoulder there, Dempsey. He's holding his shoulder. That's not good. Bailey Smith picks up the ball. Brian Myers kicks the ball inside 50. Not a good kick there. What's Dempsey done? Cameron picks it up. Blakey picks it up. Cameron's hurt his back. Inside 50. Turnover. Max Holmes, he butchers it inside 50. Not a good kick, Max. Comedy Central here. Everybody misses it. Max Holmes might kick the goal. I think Max Holmes has kicked the goal. I think Max Holmes has kicked a goal. Has anyone touched it? We're going to go to a score review, but what is with Dempsey? He hurt his shoulder there. I want to see it. So a score review, let's see. Oh, it's touched. Touched. Yeah, it came off the leg of the Sydney player. So they'll go to 16. They'll go to 15-17. So Sydney got to take risks. Dempsey is out there still, so that's a very good sign. And there's that wide fucking kick again. They've been doing that wide kick all fucking game, Sydney. That's a set play for me because they are more corridor, they're more ball movement. They're trying to make the ground bigger than what it is. They're using every inch, and it hasn't worked. That's a deliberate play that has not worked. So they've seen something on this ground, and they said, you know what can we explore? Because they've been near that line all game out kicking it from full back. So that's a set play there. So here they go again. They're just switching it. They've gone absolutely nowhere the last 30 seconds. Now they go inside the corridor. Terrible kick. Straight to Bailey Smith. There's James Jordan on him. He gets rock and rolled. No free kick. Sydney pick it up by the Lizard. Lizard picks it up, throws it. Sydney pick it up. Bounces once. Kicks it inside forward 50. There's Chad Warner. Chad Warner, he'll kick this straight to Cleary. Oh, well, I thought he dropped the sitter. But he's juggled it. 45 out. So Caden Cleary. Oh, that's a bad miss. That's a bad hook. And Dean Cox is not happy with that. That would have been interesting. That would have brought it back to 20 points with 5 minutes to go. That would have been interesting. So Cleary, he's cost his team a couple of goals here, Cleary. From full back, Blitzard takes the mark. I'll chip it around here, Geelong. I'll just be sure. Just chip it around here. Max Holmes. Bailey Smith has plenty of space. This is probably, geez, Bailey Smith might be surprised he's got the ball so easy. No one near him. Holmes. Kicks it inside. Oh, his kicking's been fucking awful all fucking game, Max Holmes. Kicks it straight to Grundy. Grundy drops it, though. Inside forward 50. Neil picks it up. Over the head. Jack Henry. Oh, no, he's had an almost game, Jack Henry. He could have kicked 6 in the other game. He's had an almost game. Maybe you shouldn't have passed it on, you big snoozer. And it goes rolling out. I thought, Alasu. Instead of passing the ball 100 times, Jack Henry, maybe you should have kicked the goal, you big dozer. So Geelong's going to win here. Time is out. There's still 4 minutes left, but they need about 5 goals in 4 minutes. That's not going to happen. Cameron, see, this is where I don't like the 30-second rule. So Cameron's 60 metres out. He's saying, I'm having a genuine shot. He'll end up chipping this, Jeremy Cameron. Look at that. That rule needs to be fixed. That rule, he just wasted, granted, he wasted 30 seconds, but he was never going to kick that goal, Jeremy Cameron. So Sydney clear. Run and gun handball. Look at the pressure they've done. They've gone to work Geelong. They've gone to work Geelong with their pressure. They've just stopped Sydney from doing that handball chain all game. So Humphrey B. Bear inside forward 50. Neil. Not his day, Neil. Cleared by Sydney. A couple of running bounces here. Look at Close trying to chase. Oh, Close. Couldn't lay the tackle. So Sydney, now they're starting to be attacking here. Charlie Curno's all by himself inside forward 50 and kicks it to to Logan McDonald, who'll go back 40 out directly in front. Sydney players everywhere. Heaney's all by himself. He ignores that and says, I'm going to go back and just kick it. Time is out. There's only 2 minutes left. It will not matter. And Logan absolutely shanks it. In fact, it doesn't even make the distance. So Sullivan's on the line. That sums up. And 50 metres given away from Cleary. He has not had a good game, Cleary. He's had an absolute stinker. Stinky. Well, he's only a young... It's a bit like the J-Pod there. He's a J-Pod lookalike, Cleary. He's got the bold head. Mature player. But unfortunately, his decision-making today has not been up to scratch. There was a clear chance where he could have brought the margin back to 8 points. He could have handballed it or kicked it to Lloyd. And Lloyd screamed at him, and Cleary said, no, I'm going to kick a point. That was a big moment, a huge moment. Passes it to Lloyd. Lloyd kicks an open goal back to 8 points. And Geelong just wasting time here. Humphrey B. Beer kicks it long. Oh, it's just not Neil's day, is it? So Heaney clears, picks it up. Road bottom. He's had a good game, road bottom. Lloyd kicks a long hat kick. There's O'Sullivan. Amati's probably won that battle. Amati's kicked 3. Oh, O'Sullivan, not a good kick. But the Sydney players, they've just hanged up the rooster. They're not going to bother chasing that. Well, Blitzer's just standing there with the ball, and not one Sydney player's going to him. They just said, you know what, we're going to do like a basketball player, just let you bounce it out. Mullins picks up the ball. He gets absolutely drilled. And the Lizard, he's hurt his shoulder or collarbone, one of the two. 26 seconds left. This would be a what-if game for Sydney for me. They dominated that third quarter. If they kicked the first goal of that game, it would have been very interesting. Cleary, he was the culprit for that first goal. And Marty, not a good kick. Tom Stewart all by himself. So it's a what-if game. But we saw when Geelong are challenged, they do not like it. They capitulate, and they did in that third quarter. It was 5-2. Humphrey B. Bear turns it over. There's 5 seconds left. Does not matter. Sydney pick it up. Curno's all by himself. Curno will take the mark, but the siren's gone. Bad luck, mate. And Geelong win by 27 points. It doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it because Geelong got challenged and Sydney were all over them. So this would have been a what-if game. What if? And Geelong, that's the final score. That is the final score. Well, let's go into the stats. Right. Let's check Brownlow Watch. Brownlow Watch for Isaac Heaney and Bailey Smith. Well, I can tell you for both without even looking because they got bloody tagged out the whole bloody game. Fair dinkum. I reckon James Jordan and Ocean Mellon were holding on not once but 100 bloody times. They joined him down the race. It won't be surprised me if they go home in the same car. If you want to take it to the next level, they might shower, they might sleep together. That's how bad it got. They're all over each other. No LBGT homophobic, but gee, they might as well be in the same bed. The way they were tagging each other. Goodness gracious me. Right, but let's check them just for the odds-wise. Brownlow Watch, let's check the stats. How are we going? Bailey Smith, 26 touches. Wow, but most of them were under pressure. There were nothing hand. What's his meters gained? Kicked the goal. Yeah, only 257 meters gained. Maybe gets a vote. Maybe. Max Holmes, I reckon, will get 3. Isaac Heaney, 19 disposals, 1 goal. Yeah. Though Fox Sports has it 32 disposals, but the AFL app is so fucking cooked. It's so the Fox are saying 32 disposals. What? And the AFL app saying 28. It's fucking cooked, the app. Multi-billion-dollar industry, and we can't even get the fucking app going. $15,771. So, yeah, good performance by Geelong. A what-if game by Sydney. Now, we actually, you know what? Literally, we end the Watchalong. We end the Watchalong, don't we? But we're gonna go to the Collingwood game. Fuck it, why not? What's going on in the Collingwood game? We're gonna do here's some commentary of Collingwood. Pendle's Cam. What the fuck is Pendle's Cam? Holy shit. So, we're gonna put FT there. Full time. Join live. Are they in 3/4 time? Would they be? No, they're in the 4th quarter, 10 minutes to go. So we'll put in the banner. Fuck it, why not? So 11:13. Oh, hang on. West Coast about to kick a goal there, and they have. So Elliot Yeo have kicked a goal there. Yeo. Oh, here's a scoreboard. Here's the scoreboard here. So we've switched games. So Pendlebury FC 11-13-79 to West Coast 10-10-70. Elliot Yee-No has kicked the goal on the goal line. Nine points, 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And the rain in the background is teeming down. It is now raining where I am in Adelaide. So up. Harley Reid gets the clearance. Straight to side bottom, he marks it. So this game hasn't been easy for Pendlebury FC as they thought it would be. So DeGorry to Lipinski, centre wing. They're all wearing the gold. I swear I thought Pendlebury was just going to wear the gold at the back. I may have read that wrong. So Lipinski kicks a long ball in. Oh, nice mark there by Jimby, I reckon. Half back there on centre wing. Switch play here by West Coast Eagles. Oh, geez, Elliot was there like a thief in the night. Just missed it. So, Collingwood, they're just chipping. So, West Coast, they're just chipping it here. Got plenty of time, no need to panic. Harley Reid in the midfield. Harley Reid's got it. Centre wing. Kicks a long drop punt to the forward 50. Oh, big fly there by Dersma. Kelly, we know about Kelly, gets rock and rolled, side bottom, and side bottom takes it out. Kelly's a former player. Ran at the wrong time, Kelly. That's a sad situation, that. Very sad. So, Nick Dacos kicks the ball long. Hack kick only for Jimby. Picks the ball up, handballs it long. West Coast clear it. Inside forward 50. Frampton, Waterman. Oh, good mark by Waterman. 60 out from goal. Too far out. He's going to kick a long drop punt. Mungle finger breaking burner inside forward 50. And geez, it was though. It wasn't a good kick. Oh, but a mark taken by West Coast. Is that young Dersma? Craig McRae, can't believe it. I don't think that's Dersma. I think that's their other young player. No, I think that is Dersma. Apologies. That's a hell of a mark there. And he can bring the margin to 3 points. Oh, sorry, it is Job Shanahan, sorry, not young Dersma. So, Job Shanahan, 15 out. This should be a goal. And splits the diddle. West Coast 10-10-76. Pendlebury FC 11-13-79. And remember, they picked this game deliberately knowing this was going to be an easy win. So West Coast, Job Shanahan, that was a lovely mark there. He's taken 22 contested marks this season. It's a big number for a young player. So back in the middle we go. How will Pendlebury FC respond? Cripps. Got big tackle, Cripps. And it's a ball up in the corridor. Ruck down there. Well done there by the Pendlebury FC player. Kick it inside 450. Elliott down there. Goes for a boundary throw in. Pendlebury comes off for Pendlebury FC. McStay. Oh, McStay just pushes the West Coast ruckman out and he kicks a goal from the clearance, McStay. So McStay, that's a nice goal from the ruck. And Pendlebury FC go to 12-13, 85 to 10-10, 76. Wowee. Nice goal there by McStay. So in the middle we go. Kelly gets the clearance to Harley Reid. Harley Reid says, "Eat my dust, Jacos," and kicks a nice kick. 60 out from West Coast goal. Inside 50 they go. Where's Shanahan? Oh, Shanahan does drive again. Can't take the mark. Cripps and Yeo. Ball up. Cameron fists away. Frampton. Side bottom. Side bottom hugs the boundary. Kicks along the ground. Houston's there. Nice play there. Butler. Running out of room here, West Coast. Inside 50 they go. Oh, drops a sit. Oh, free kick Collingwood. Free kick Pendlebury FC. Goes to Quaynor. So Quaynor kicks it outside 50. Good rebounding there. Oh, Sergeant Silch did well. Handball there, Lipinski. Lipinski, he gets... Oh, well, nice handball there. We thought he was going on the ball. Kelly picks it up. And Kelly gets absolutely drilled by Cripps. Or Crisp. So, the ruck, throw it up. A stupid place to throw it up, but it goes straight back over the line. I'm going to do it again. So, Dacos gets his head taken off. And it's a free kick. So, Pendlebury FC go inside forward 50. Cameron's going to take him there. Or does he? He looks around. Why don't you just get the ball in, mate? Oh, well, he shanks the ball. And Shields gets pushed in the back there by Butler. No free. Wasn't a good kick there by Cameron, and Sergeant Shields fell down. McStay looking dangerous in the ruck. Reid takes the clearance. He gets nowhere. Gets tackled, and it's 30 out from Pendlebury FC's goal. And there's Pendlebury himself. Makes a big tackle. We're going to ball it up. Jacos gets in. Oh, geez, he got in the way of Nakos, but it's okay. Jamie Elliott, little kick. Private Schultz. Dacos can seal it here. Oh, Jacos beats around one, beats around two, goes around the body, kicks the goal. And Nakos probably seals it for Collingwood. A bit of class on grass. And Pendlebury FC go to 13-13, 91. To West Coast, 10-10, 76. So, Nakos, he just kept on running. So, ran around past one, solved the dummy, went around two, and then bends it around his body. Now let's check the stats. What are the stats here? We're on Brownlow Watch. Oh, fuck. Nakos, 33 touches, 3 goals. Well, that is 3 votes. There's 3 votes for Nakos. And Pendlebury comes out of the middle. Dogori kicks it inside forward 50. And Elliott takes the mark for Pendlebury FC. Oh, Elliott's done his knee. Oh, no. He's done his knee. He has done his knee, Jamie Elliott. He has gone down straight away holding that knee. He is in all sorts of pain, Jamie Elliott. That is not good. And the doctors are holding his knee joints. That is classical ACL. That is terrible. Wowee. And look at it. Well, it's on here. The West Coast players think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. And the Collingwood players, they are standing up for their mate here. And the scratcher has been called. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, oh. The stack's on here. It's on here in the middle with Maynard and Butler. Well, the West Coast players, they were laughing at the situation. They gave Elliott some talk there. And the Collingwood players have not liked it now. They're very close to the umpire. The umpire got to get it in the. I don't like umpires getting in the way here. Let them fight, but they're very close to Elliott, who's on the mark there. So maybe they're best to get in the way here. But there's pushing and shoving going on. There's a real melee here. Billy Frampton goes on with it. Pendlebury's in there. Maynard's in there. Harley Reid's in there. DeGoey's in there. They get close to Elliott. So yeah, this is good by the umpires. So they're just saying, if you want to have a go, boys, have a go. But just keep away from the injured player. And I think that's poor by West Coast too, because Elliott was in serious pain there, and the West Coast players gave him some lip, and Collingwood were all over it. That's bad sportsmanship there by West Coast. Well, that just came from nowhere. That's a very sad situation for Jamie Elliott. Age 33, it could end his career. It could end his career. That. Let's hope it's only an MCL, which happened to Sean Darcy last year. So let's hope that's just an MCL, but that does not look good for Jamie Elliott. Yeah. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Straight away, he hurt his neck. He was in a lot of pain, Jamie Elliott. So something's happened here. So how's this fight break out? So Jimby was mouthing off. Schultz was finger pointing. So Jimby has said something there, and that's triggered the reaction. So I don't think that's nice there by Jimby. And Jamie Elliott gets scratched it off. It does not look good. He doesn't seem to be in pain now. He's talking, he was responsive, but that's just a horrible. You just have to hope for an MCL. Just hope it's the other one. He's still going to, at minimum, he's still going to miss 8 weeks. But at least it doesn't ruin his career. Because if that's an ACL at his age, it'd be very tough. Very tough. And Collingwood players going up to him. It's very good to see. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, If Collingwood win, the mood will be somber because Elliott, he's a cult figure down there. Jamie Elliott, premiership player. Been with Collingwood for a long, long time, Jamie Elliott. Now, it's a free kick to Lachie Schultz. So what was the free kick for? So, because Elliott didn't get a free kick. So now Schultz has got a free kick. Is it because Jimby said something? So is it dissent? I thought this. I don't know. I've missed that one. So Schultz comes in for Pendlebury FC and misses. So if Jimby has said something, and then the Collingwood players have reacted to that, that does not look good on Jimby because that's a free kick. I'm not sure what that was for. So back to centre wing, Harley Reid. Harley Reid with a 1-2 handball. Harley Reid kicks it inside forward 50. That's a good kick by Reid to Shanahan. Fact. So Joe Shanahan, 45 out. Be kicking this just inside 50. 3 minutes to go. That is clutch. Oh, wow. Wowee, that is clutch. Put scoreboard pressure on Collingwood. 11-10. (11-10) 82. They need 2 goals. That was good work by Harley Reid. Very good work. Geez, this was a good goal by Joe. That was a nice goal. Very nice goal by Joe. So under 3 minutes left, 90,000. Wowee. 90,028 fans. That must be the biggest Collingwood game in West Coast. No, the grand final. The grand final was bigger. But maybe that's the biggest home and away season. Free kick to West Coast out the centre here. So they go inside forward 50. Where's Shanahan? Here he comes. Can't take the mark. Oh, Cameron just gets in the way. Gets absolutely rock and rolled, Cameron. Oh, Butler goes into Harley Reid. Picked up there by West Coast. Play on. And they kick a goal. No, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. It's a free kick to Collingwood. To Lipinski. Tackle 75-43. Free kicks. Geez, you thought Geelong got kissed on the dick today. Free kicks, Collingwood 28 to West Coast 16. They've got 28 free kicks, Collingwood. Wowee. It's clear who they want over the line, don't they? Oh, fuck. So the AFL have approved the gold number, but it was only for Pendlebury. Where Collingwood have decided to change it at the last second. They did not seek AFL approval. Wow. Well, there's some fines. Well, actually, we'll see how AFL plays this because they're doing everything. There's Jamie Elliott going off now. He's walking off there, Jamie Elliott. At least he's putting some weight onto that leg. It doesn't look good, but at least he's not being stretched into the ambulance. So maybe that's a positive sign, maybe. So there might be heavy fines here for Collingwood. So it was supposed to be just Pendlebury, but the whole team have done it without the AFL approval. So that could be a $1 million fine there for Collingwood, because if Port Adelaide wear black and white, that's a fine every time they wear it, except for the showdown. So Collingwood, all the Collingwood players have got the gold on the back of their shirt, not just Pendlebury, and they have not sought AFL approval for that. So it'd be very interesting to see if the AFL fine them for altering their shirts without permission. Now, the other way is, well, it's only a gold strip. It doesn't really matter. Well, it doesn't really. But it was supposed to be for Pendlebury only, and yet the whole team are wearing it. Very interesting. Meanwhile, back at the game, 1 minute left. There's only 1 minute to go. Collingwood will win this game unless there's an absolute miracle. West Coast go inside forward 50, and the mark taken there by Howe. Oh, spoiled here. Oh, there was a little chance there for West Coast. Picked up by Cranor. Cranor gets it to Maynard, and that will do it, I think, and Collingwood will win. So final scores in the other game, Geelong 15-7, 107, Sydney 11-8, 80. Very good win by Geelong, a what-if game by Sydney, and it looks like Pendlebury FC are going to beat West Coast here. And there's not just going to be one shirt auctioned off. It looks like the whole team are going to wear... Oh, Cameron gets rock and rolled there. That's holding the cod. It won't matter with 30 seconds left. Brownlow watch. Nick Dacos is going to receive 3 votes, 33 touches, 3 goals. Heaney, no votes. Maybe Bailey Smith gets a couple, maybe. So West Coast go forward. 14 seconds left. Side bottom, Dacos, Cameron, and they win. So 13-14, 92, 11-10, 82. For me, with the golden jumper, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. If they want to wear gold, so what? Big deal. But it's not their Indigenous jersey, though. It's just their normal jersey with gold on it. So, Pies Pendle's party. Pendlebury FC win the game. They handpicked West Coast for a reason. West Coast a much better performance. But West Coast, Collingwood, they do it again, don't they? They picked this game. They've chosen West Coast deliberately. And it looks like that's paid off. It's paid off, hasn't it? Horrible injury to Jamie Elliott late in the game. We can only hope it's MCL, but it does not look good. And we hope if it is we don't hope that, but if it is an ACL, we hope it doesn't end his career at his age. So that could be the last game we see Jamie Elliott play, and that's terrible way to go out. But we hope it's MCL, and we hope it's not a career killer. We hope he's back. He's a very popular figure down there, Jamie Elliott. So Pendlebury's got his kids out. So the next milestone for Pendlebury, we're going to have to put up with this in fucking 6 weeks' time. He'll have 450. He'll have 450, Pendlebury. He'll get to game 450. So we're going to do this all over again. And probably what's he on? 444? Oh, so 433. So he's not going to get to 450 this year. But if he goes on, he'll play for 450. We're going to do this all over again next year. Depending how many games he plays on this year. So if he finishes off the year with 440 plus, I reckon he'll go on next year and try to get to 450. Barely a bad game, and amongst them, what a player! Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's getting 40 touches. He's getting 40 touches in an Anzac Day game at his age and winning medals. So yeah, absolutely. Flash movie trivia. Diamond number 450. I'm telling you, I reckon he'll go in another year. I reckon he'll go for it. He'll go for it. That will never. If he goes on next year, and he gets 450, that will never be broken. All right, how old's Cripps? How old's Cripps? Let's see, how old's Cripps? Oh, Jack Cripps, sorry. Crisps. Crisp. Okay. So Crisp is 32. Crisp is 32. Pendlebury's is 38. So let's say Crisp plays until he's 38. So 33, 34. So that's 8 more years. So that's 8 years. So how many games is he on? So he's on 284. So he plays for another 8 years. Let's say he goes to 38. So 7 more years. So 7 more years. He's on 284. Right. So let's not count finals. Let's just say 24 games. So 24 times 7, what is that? It's 168. So it's 168. 168 plus 284. 284 plus 168. Wow, okay. So if Cripps plays until he's age 38 in every single game to age 38, not including finals, he will reach 452 games. 452 games. So Crisp could break it. Crisp could break it. Watch this space in 6 years' time. I just heard PD on K-Rock. Not that he said anything, but my gut tells me it's wrapping it up soon, so why would Pendles do any different? Yeah, okay. Yeah, good point. Yeah, but see, Pendlebury doesn't need to rely on his body. Dangerfield's lost his explosiveness. It's clear on that. Pendlebury doesn't need to do that. He's a skill player. He just relies on his skill. What did Pendlebury have today? What did he have today? "20 touches. So he had 20 touches. 20 touches. So not bad. So if Pendlebury keeps on getting 20 touches here and there, I reckon he'll play on next year and try to get to 450. Though I would not be surprised if I'm just going to throw this out there. If Pendlebury announces retirement and doesn't play again, if he says, you know what, I'm going to go out on a high, I'm going to retire, I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I reckon, see, Collingwood have done everything they can to get this man this game's record. Make it as much easy as they can to get him to the game's record holder. I reckon they'll say to Pendlebury, do you want to get to 450? So if he plays 10 plus games from now on end, he gets to 240, I reckon they'll tempt him to play one more year. Could Bailey Smith break it? No, I don't think Bailey Smith's going to break it. He's had too many. Didn't he have a whole year off? Bailey Smith. Yeah. So yeah, Bailey Smith. Technically, Bailey Smith could, but he needs to not play. He needs to play every single game. At this stage of his career, that's another 12 years. I think it's time when it's time. It's a very draining game. Amazing how he's done it for so long. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. If Pendlebury comes out and says, I'm going to wait till the rest of the year, see how my footy goes, and he's on 440, I reckon he'll go on another year. I reckon he'll try to break that 450. You think this is big? They'll be wearing all gold. Remember where Hawthorn used to wear the old gold? Well, they still do, I think. The old gold jersey. It'll be black and gold if he gets to 450. You'll never hear the end of it. You think this week was bad? With all the Pendlebury talk, all good, depending who you are. They will talk about game 50 as soon as Pendlebury says he's going to go on for the next year. They will calculate it. I'm telling you, they will calculate the AFL fixture. They will calculate this. They will say, okay, let's put him against Sydney. He'll take a rest there. Let's put him against Adelaide on a 5-day break. He'll take a rest there. Oh, yeah, Essendon. Oh, yeah, Richmond. So they will do that. You just wait and watch. They'll do that deliberately. I think he wants to play. Oh, yeah, and so wild card games are finals. Are they doing enough to get wild card rounds? Yeah, maybe. So there's a game. They won't do anything big though. So at best, he's playing one extra game. But if he's only 10 games away from 450, and he says in the media, I'm going to wait till the end of the year, I can bet your dollar to donut, or donut to dollar, he will play next year. And the AFL will deliberately calculate his 450. And we'll start all this, the jerseys will be out 450 in gold, everything. I'm telling you right now, that will happen. And Collingwood, they'll look at it and they think, right, 10 games to go. Let's say Pendlebury. So he's on 433. Let's say 445. So plays every single game from that, which he won't. But so he's on 10. So 10 more games is 44 plus 11. So there's a chance he could miss some games and still get to 440. So he's on 440. Pendlebury says, you know what, I'm just going to wait. He plays next year. AFL schedule comes out. Collingwood will look at it. AFL will look at it. Channel 7, they missed out on this game, Channel 7. This was not a free-to-air game. They will work tentatively with the AFL to make sure there is no rest between games for Pendlebury. They'll make the softest draw possible. I'm calling it right now. I'll come back to this. Someone clip this. They will come out with the softest 10-week draw you'll ever see. No 5 to 6 day breaks. They'll get either Essendon in round 10 or Richmond in round 11 and make it so easy. It'll be a Friday night. It'll be a prime time, even though Essendon and Richmond don't deserve that unless it's Anzac Day or Dreamtime. Collingwood don't play Dreamtime, so it doesn't matter. They'll get the easiest possible 10-week draw so the AFL can put a free-to-air game for Penrith for 450. I'm telling you. That's if he does announce his retirement. Put it in book right now. Softest possible draw for Collingwood next year if Pendlebury's going on for the first 10 weeks. Book it. Absolute book it. So we're in round 11. So round 21, we'll take him to 4-4-4. 4-4-4. And then there's 3 rounds left plus finals. I can see him easily missing 3 games or getting managed if he stays uninjured, and then he plays the other 10, and then plus finals. So because wildcard game is a final, they've announced that. I don't believe in that. So there could be even a bigger chance. He's on 445. 445. And Collingwood, there's no opening round next year, so they don't have to fuck off to Brisbane, so to Queensland or New South Wales. From 445 to 450, Collingwood will have no 5-day breaks. You watch. You watch if he plays on, and he's on 445. They will have no 5-day breaks. And I reckon game 449 or 448, they will give Collingwood a 5-day break, and then the week after that, they'll give him an Essendon or a Richmond or even a West Coast again. Can see it coming. Bookmark it. Clip it. 3-hour watch-along. We're going to wrap this up. Actually, has Carlton game started? Has that started? It has started. We're not going to do a watch-along for that because my battery's about to die. But we'll check the scores. We will check they're not even started yet. Okay. They haven't started yet. But yeah, it's raining in Adelaide. So it'll be raining at the ground, which it is. Yeah, Quips. It's raining, mate. It's raining. But anyway, we won't do a watch along of this game. We just did the Collingwood thing just to pass some time. But thank you for joining me for this watch along. We'll get the scores up and running. Will we get the scores? Where's the scores? 15-7, 107 Geelong. Defeat Sydney 11-8-80. What if game for Sydney? Kick the first goal of that fourth quarter. They bring it down to 8 points. Cleary could have passed it to Lloyd in the square. Didn't. Went for glory. What if game? And then Pendlebury FC 13-40-92. They get their wish and they get their result. West Coast 11-10-82. Horrible injury to Jamie Elliott. Looks like an ACL. Could be his career. Hope not. But that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining the watch along. Really do appreciate it. And we will see you for Monday Fun Day. I probably will be alone with that one. Is what it is. We'll try to get a guest. We'll see. Well, I'm hoping to get a guest on. But we'll see with that one. Monday Fun Day on Monday. We're trying to turn it into a sports show. So we're trying to get into some quizzes, some games, some sports quiz. Trying to make Monday Fun Day really fun for the viewership. So we might have a quiz. If I'm with someone, we might have a quiz. Our first ever Monday Fun Day quiz. It'll be about sports. Yeah, what do you think of the Cats? I think the Cats did well. The Cats played really well. But when they got challenged in that third quarter, they folded. Sydney kicked 5 goals to 2 in that third quarter. Geelong couldn't go with them. That's why that first goal was so fucking crucial. If Sydney kicked that first goal, I think they win. So when challenged, they fold Geelong. They don't like it. They want it always their way. And sometimes you're not going to get that. Pep's last game at City, yes. Who do they play? Aston Villa, I believe. So his last game before Enzo, I think it's more likely Enzo takes over that job. So, yes. Arsenal have won the league title. Their focus is on Champions League. PSG won their league title. Their focus is on Champions League. Ronaldo FC. See. Clip that. Won his first title with Saudi Arabia. That will be in the Monday show. Who gets relegated? West Ham. I think they can win West Ham. I think they can beat Leeds. But will Everton fold for Tottenham? On paper, Everton, I think it's a draw on paper because Tottenham's depleted with injury. It's a draw on paper, but I think Everton will fold. I think West Ham will win, but I think Tottenham will win. Tottenham only need a draw. Irrelevant what West Ham do. Tottenham only need a draw. So looking like West Ham for me, which is a shame because they've been in the Premier League a very long time as well. Not as long as Tottenham, but they haven't been relegated in a long, long time, West Ham. So that would be also sad to see. Their fan base isn't going really well too. But I think they'll win, but I think Tottenham will draw. I think Everton will fold for them. But anyway, that is the end of the watch along. Stay tuned for Monday Fun Day. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now.